It don't matter if you 6'9" or you 5'2". Throwing them pads, put on the cleats, foot in the dirt, slip on the gloves, yelling out straps. Press, catch you in that red zone and then on my cue. Coach O draw up the play and we gon' slide through. Slime you, get you stepped over like Ty Lue. It don't matter if you 6'9" or you 5'2". Throwing them pads, put on the cleats, foot in the dirt, slip on the gloves, yelling out straps, ain't nothing sweet. You can get hurt out in the field, ride for the team, grass of the streets, even on turf, snapping on three, throwing them dots, see the technique, putting in work. Hail Mary, feeling something like I'm pop. If it ain't us, then you nothing but a eye. Tri-County, man, we coming for your slide. High bounty, put 100 on your top. We seen crime, seen drugs, seen murder, seen guns, seen death, seen jail, seen further. This game done saved some lives. We certain, we grind, we hustle, we moving, we working.
Yo, what up, dog?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, motherfucking Veer in the motherfucking building.
Yo,
How about that?
my young boy in the building.
Yo, quick ass story, bro. We working the podcast here. Yo, listen, we was at the check-in table at the Swag U tournament, and the ladies at the table saw Veer. They was like, Isaac, your brother? They was dead serious, bro. The shit was her. This nigga got mad as hell. Don't you ever call me his fucking brother?
I said that nigga wish he looked like me, man.
Yo, that shit was funny as hell, yo.
It was good, man.
What's
What
good,
up, Bear,
man?
man? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you coming through, my boy.
Facts, bro, facts. You already know,
y'all
man.
good brothers. Appreciate y'all good brothers.
Man.
Myself.
We got TYP should be coming through in a little bit. Georgie Pine. He should be here shortly. But we can get right into the show.
Yeah, man, let's get into it, man. First things on the so-called football menu, man. We're gonna recap the Swag again, man. I know y'all guys do lives all week, but you know we gotta keep it going for the podcast. So we're gonna talk about the Swag tournament and give the boys the shout outs.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting off with the 12U.
Right,
Of course, Backstab not here.
Yeah.
But them boys had a really good tournament.
Yeah.
I think that team was getting better. Each tournament, each
About a week, yeah.
They you know, they're starting to put the pieces together. So I think pretty soon here they're gonna bring a trophy home.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. I think they had a tough loss in the championship in Jersey Swag, and then a tough loss in the semis to the same team, 295 Slime Boys.
Them boys, they got 4 of them.
Yeah,
They
man.
got 4.
Shout out to the 295. Shout out to those guys over there, man. They doing a great job.
Right.
A little branch off of Slime U, but I think they dominating on that 12U level right now.
Right. Lil Mac, they out there, they playing good football, man. Just like, let's be real. They playing good football. We give credit where credit's due, but we all know these Slime Boys.
Somebody said where Kev Black at. I don't know where Kev. I ain't heard from
We ain't
Kev,
heard from him in a
man.
minute.
my personal opinion on that 12U team, it seemed like they just starting to gel now.
Right.
Once that team finds an identity, it's over.
Right.
You know, they're taken to the scheme. Maybe it's a little bit more complex than what they're used to, but Q is definitely having something brewing over there.
And they're young. They're the young 12U.
Very, very, very young.
They're the
Yeah.
young 12U.
Very young. I was shocked to hear that some of the players over there were still 11. So
Right.
shout out to Q.
Yeah, shout out to them boys for just being able to compete.
Yep.
They ain't getting ran off the field, man. They're competing.
Right. They had a 37-0 win in the first round.
Yeah. And that team was were they seeded higher than them? I think that team was seeded higher than them.
Yep.
We wound up blowing that team out. So shout out to Backstab and the boys, man, over there for the 12U.
That's funny.
Shout out to all those kids out there on the team.
Yep. All of them, man, from our family members to the kids that we call family through this slime shit. You know what I mean? Yo, so 14U. Man, we could talk about them last. We won the chip. Let's just jump to the 18U real
We're
quick.
gonna go to the 18U?
Yeah, because 14U, we got some things to talk about.
Yeah.
But
man.
the 18U, man, we lost in the championship on a heartbreaker, man.
That was a heartbreaker. That was my first time losing. I don't think that's my first time losing the game like that.
Yep.
On the last play of the game, just a hope and a prayer throw.
Right, man. All we needed was a stop and we win, bro.
Yeah, man. 18U played very well. Even with the second tournament in a row, missing a lot of pieces, knowing what we capable of putting out there on the field.
Right.
We're missing those key pieces on offense, and those guys also contribute on defense, and still be able to make it to the championship game.
Right.
With the caliber of teams out there, the athletes out there, it was a lot of big time
teams,
big
programs,
time teams,
yep.
big time players out there. And to go undefeated, I mean, you know, we didn't lose a game to the championship game. We lost on the last play of the game. Just to give it a little background on it, we were down the entire game. I don't think we ever led
we
in the game. And then we wind off tying it up on the last drive. We were down 8, and then we tied it up. And then on third down, you know, you get 2 points for a stop. So it was 3rd and long. And they just threw a Hail Mary and caught it in the end zone with his incomplete pass. We won the championship.
And we win it, bro. Heartbreaker.
But that was definitely a heartbreak loss. I was so mad. I started cussing the 14U out. I was like, y'all ain't dressed yet, he ain't ready.
They all like, damn, what's wrong with Coach?
Yo, I was pissed.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the youngins on the 18U.
For sure.
They stepping up, man. They getting those reps. And they're meaningful reps because they being thrown to the wolves, man. You know, just for some context, the team we played in the championship watched us for 2 games. 2 whole games, and they studied. And the coach came up to me and mentioned it. And then, you know, the player who caught that touchdown at the end.
Yeah.
He walked up to me, tapped me on my shoulder. He was like, Coach, can I say something? He was like, man, we studied y'all, man. He was like, we was taking that little number 17 out, talking about DJ. He was like, he was cooking in that the semis game. So he was like, man, our plan was to take him out, but I think we beat ourselves.
Yeah, we made mistakes early on in the game.
Yeah. Because I watched that team throughout the weekend, and they was whooping ass out there.
Yeah.
They was fast, explosive, bro. They was up and down that field.
There you go. Shout out to Georgie Pine.
What's up,
Let him in. Oh,
crazy. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
They gonna start the show.
I was gonna say, I was great. Say, let him in from behind you is what I was great. Yeah. The boy got the yellow page, motherfucking turnover chain and shit.
I just want to say shout out to Coach O and shout out to Coach Red for not making it to the parking lot. after that boy caught that touchdown on that Hail Mary because I was ready to fuck one of these niggas up. Starting with my son here first. I was gonna get him the fuck out the way. Number one, because he looked like me. Number two, I was disgusted. But you know what? Missing the pieces that we missing from where we started week 1 to where we are now, with it being a completely different team, I was surprised we made it that far. And I shouldn't be saying that on air, but I was surprised we made it that far. I don't know if many people know about this Slime U 18U team, but losing the pieces that we lost, bro, we got 3 Division I players not on the roster currently.
Facts.
Plus an injury and a 16-year-old that never played football before, a 16-year-old that's just starting to come into his own, and some pieces that really that's
and a
let's just call
14
it-
and a 14
and a 14-year-old.
and a 14-year-old. I apologize, Hayes. I apologize.
Nah.
I apologize. But Hayes really saved us on a couple of plays.
Yeah,
But
man.
them the
Yo, man.
pause the load that those 18U kids got to carry is incredible. We really doing it right now with like 3-4 players. I bullshit you not.
You know, I want to say something to that, man. A lot of people online lately been criticizing that me and Isaac really can't coach.
What do you mean?
And hearing that, and then I know what we doing on a day in, day out basis with that 18U program and the 14U level. And then, you know, later on we'll talk about the Slime Boys. But we put a lot into that. And we coach on the fly, especially on that 18U level, because them little niggas don't even come to practice.
Mm.
You know, we had an addition this past weekend. One of the Millville kids, Reggie Holly, decided to join us this weekend. Big help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Caden Robinson from down in Salem, he had, you know, some business with football with a school or something like that, a camp that he had to attend to. So, you know, there's nothing we can do about that. But coaching on the fly, 20-minute games to make it to the championship, go undefeated, bro, we coaching our asses off out there.
Mm-hmm.
And people ain't gonna give us credit because they always think, oh, y'all got the best kids, y'all should be winning. Nah, there's some real coaching going on out there.
And I'll be so tired of yelling the same shit
Oh
over and
my
over
gosh.
again. Yeah.
Insane,
But,
bro.
shout out to those kids, man. Shout out to O, and O stepped up, played a lot of offense. You know, he hadn't been playing that much offense. Shout out to O. Shout out to YC.
Mhm.
Man, YC, man, he make plays all over the field, man. It's I can't wait to watch him in the fall.
Right.
Over at Camden High. DJ, man, making plays is like every time we need a 3rd and long, seem like he comes through.
Yep.
Shout out Ryan, man. I think I said that before. When you got 7 on 17, bro, you only as good as your quarterback.
Facts.
You can't turn around,
Facts.
hand the ball off to anybody. So you only go where your quarterback take you, to be honest with you. And Ryan's won a lot. He's won a lot more than he lost. You know, so big ups to him, man. Big ups to being faithful to an organization. I know, pretty sure a lot of other teams probably hit him up that, you know, they're loyal to the Slime brand, and you know they are definitely day ones.
Yeah. Man, I love Ryan's parents, bro.
Yeah.
They're the best fans out there. Yeah, it's funny because all you hear is mom screaming, "Yeah, H!" Yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope.
Yeah, great people,
And
man.
then-
And shout out to Hayden, man. I
Yep,
gotta give Hayden some credit. He played a lot of fucking football out there this past weekend to the point where he kind of hurting right now. But he stepped up for the organization, and man, he played about 14 games throughout the weekend.
Yep.
You know, both teams making it to the championship. Both teams playing 7 games apiece.
Yep.
So he played about 14
And he
games out there.
plays, you know, both sides of the ball too. So
Yeah, and he playing both sides of the
On
ball
14U,
on 14U.
How long were those?
games
20-minute running clock.
and then
Yeah.
the mic.
Yeah, I think they 20-minute. I
They
think
on
think
the
they
playoffs.
18.
The
I think they-
playoffs was 18 with 2-minute, you know, official clock.
Yeah, they under 2 minutes it turns into a
Yeah.
regular game clock.
Yeah. So it was he played a lot of football, man. And I like that underdog story we got going on. Cause it actually started with you guys at Myrtle Beach
Mm-hmm.
when, they go to the tournament and it's like, well, who does Slime U making jokes and all that? They made noise down there. Then we come home and it's like now pieces are starting to miss every week, no practicing. And now we're in the tournament, man. Literally like just clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, but you still got that target on your back.
No, of course.
Everybody,
Well, we know.
Everybody in the Northeast know who Slime U is.
Look.
Soon as we walking by as a group, I mean, all eyes is on it. I can feel it. And
Yeah.
we're brand new to the program. And Brian and I, we walking by, we looking, we like, damn, all eyes is on us.
Listen,
I'm tapping them.
Well,
like,
that's because we left out of there
Sure.
last year with
four championships.
and they knew we left out there before. We was real close to at least leaving out with 2 this year.
Yep.
So that tournament, they knew that, when Slime U was on the schedule, you had a tough game.
Right.
Um,
You want to talk about tough games, man. That LaSalle team is good. That young boy quarterback, what's his name? Gavin?
he was nice.
I don't know if that's his first.
Gavin Sidwar.
Yeah. So, little quick story. So we're playing them, and you got grown-ups on the sideline. And I coach the defense, so I'm trying to like focus and see his rhythm, like where he likes to throw the ball. And all you hear is grown men on the sideline talking about his college visit this past weekend. So I just shouted, like, man, fuck that nigga. Yo, I was so mad, yo. Then I turned around, got my players. For some reason, that team sat next to us on the sideline.
Yeah.
I hate that shit, number one. Because it's hard to coach like that.
Then the team we played in the championship just assumed that they were going to beat us.
Yep.
They were the number one seed. We were 4 seed.
Yep.
So the CTC team, they were just like, I can hear them talking the whole time about how bad they wanted to play, how bad they wanted to beat that team.
Right.
And then they were walking off with the sad face, like leaving. And that CTC was playing, I forget who.
On the other side, right? On the other
Rated R or something like that. And they was like, yo, they lost. I said, yeah, we sent their ass home. Y'all next.
Y'all next. Damn, you jinxed us.
I damn sure did.
But listen, I watched them all weekend, right? And they was talking hella shit. That CTC team, and rightfully so.
They had some ball players. But yo, that LaSalle team had a freshman wide receiver.
Oh, number one.
That boy was fast.
That boy's a dog.
He was super fast. I was like, man, I'm a follow. I gotta follow that kid and see where he goes. And at corner, he was the way he broke on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
When we played them, I looked up. The other corner looked just like him. So I didn't know which. Oh, they was brothers.
Yeah, they brothers. Yeah.
Yo, I'm like, I didn't know which one was. I'm like, damn. So every time we was going for the extra point, and I was doing our extra point play, I kept doing that shit away from wherever side he was. I went to the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, because we saw the game before when he broke on the ball. Like, damn.
But over to the 14U.
Ooh.
Really? Who our 14th? But pause. Man, I think that they starting to put it together, man. We struggled a couple tournaments. Not that we, it was just not to make excuses, but it was like the wind was blowing. If it wasn't the wind blowing 100 miles an hour, it's freezing cold. It was like a lot of factors in the other tournaments where we lost in championship 2 tournaments in a row. So we lost 2 championships, two tournaments in a row. So this team has been in the championship all 3 tournaments.
Right.
I think this tournament was just we finally put all the pieces together. I got a chance to watch that Harm Elite versus JTF semifinal game. The verdict's still out. I know it was a lot of talk about who really won the game or what really happened.
14U.
I never seen a team be declared the winner
and
then leave the field and then be told to come back and no, you got to go for your extra point in order to tie. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't even or go for the extra point to win.
Right.
And then if you don't get the extra point, go to overtime. They wind up going to overtime and losing. But I did see that game, and that was a it was a crazy game
You
because
count the score up?
huh?
Did you count the score up?
I didn't. I just like kept on scrolling. Like, I was playing it on from YouTube and I was fast forwarding trying to. I didn't count the score up. There's a lot of different scores from a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it was a very competitive game. And I feel like we've all been at the same tournament. Since the 3 tournaments we've been at, all 3 teams been at the same tournaments, right?
Right.
No, JTF wasn't.
No, they didn't go to
They
Jersey
didn't go
Tough.
to Jersey Tough. No.
Right.
So JTF won the slime tournament, Harm won JTF, and then we just won this last
Right.
tournament. So at any given day, I feel like one of those teams can win the tournament when we in there. And and not to mention you had level 82 for Team U who's been winning. They've been winning tournaments everywhere they go.
Yep.
So level 82 wound off losing the swag, and that's who we wound up beating in the championship.
Right. Man, talk about the championship game. You almost had a heart attack.
Oh man. Well, I'll talk about the Harm game first. Like, so we wound up playing. We wound up playing Harm Elite in the semis. It's always high emotions when you playing against those guys over there. Just a kind of a Monroe Defford type of thing. It was a good game. We led the entire game. We got the ball first. We went right down and scored. They got the ball. They went right down and scored. We got the ball back, went down and scored. Then I think we stopped them. That's what won the game for us. Shout out to my boy CJ, man. He came in, probably the youngest kid on the team.
He is.
And he came in and he made a big play for us on defense with a big 3rd down stop. And then we had the game. They blitzed. I knew they was a great blitz. I dialed something up. Hayes wound off dropping the ball on the play. Martin wouldn't cheat for us.
He said he wouldn't cheat. Yeah, that's funny as hell.
And they wind up giving them an opportunity to get the ball to the end zone, which was crazy because. So do y'all blitz? Y'all do a blitz in Yellow Pages?
You get one blitz throughout the game, and anything inside the 10-yard line from the 10 end you can blitz.
All right, so
it's a lot of scrambling.
So is there ever a part in the game where it's a regular clock, or is it the running clock the entire time no matter what?
That ain't until championships.
So it's a running clock no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but if it's the championships and somebody blitzing, they sack the quarterback, does the clock stop or does the clock keep going?
Clock will keep going.
George just made that shit up on the spot. check y'all rule books.
Because we blitzed. It was like maybe 10 seconds, 9 seconds.
It was 9 seconds.
9 seconds left, but it was 2nd down.
All right.
So we figured if we use our blitz now, we sack them, the game would be over.
Right, because they went downfield to try to score. Yep.
So we sacked them, and they said no. The clock stops on the sack. I'm like, where in football? When in football?
Why would it would stop if it was an incomplete pass?
Exactly. I can understand the clock stopping if the quarterback is sacked like
just trying to stay there,
like a 4-second sack, because all is 7-on-7. A lot of teams, all tournaments, they stop the clock on the sack,
right?
Because teams can just sit back and hold the ball,
right.
But it forces a team to have to complete a pass to win the game,
right?
But when somebody's blitzing and you sack, the clock should keep running.
Should keep running, right?
I don't know. It was weird, but we wound up blitzing. We sacked the quarterback. They wound up finding a 1-on-1 in the end zone on a go ball for the last play of the game. Shout out to Keon Ali. He made a good play, knocked the ball out. Ball game. We wound up playing.
By the way, it was a sophomore.
On 14U?
Yeah, but he was of age. Yeah, he was of age, but still.
We wound up playing PA Swag in the championship. They had the #1 quarterback in the country, #1 8th grade quarterback in the country. What's the kid's name?
I don't remember his name.
That's all they kept saying.
Yeah,
he the #1 quarterback in the country. The #1 quarterback in the country. this, and the
I
third.
get the
But
attitude.
we played him last year too, though. He
Mhm.
played for level 82 last year,
Yeah.
and we beat him over there last year as well. The kid was good though, man. The kid could throw the ball. But I think we were playing lights out. We made a couple mistakes. I want to give a big shout out to our quarterbacks, Cam Mayo and my boy D Woodlake. Man, those kids play lights
out
man.
all weekend, bro.
I think we had like 2 interceptions
The
the whole tournament, and both of them was off of like drop passes. Like it wasn't something like that they did.
Right.
I think Cam, man, he showed being a great teammate. Like he's been the only quarterback for a couple tournaments. We brought another quarterback in, and he didn't let that phase him, man. He actually stepped his
up,
game up, and though those guys were cheering for each other, talking to each other, so that's the type of teammates you want. You know what I mean? That's the type of Cam's always been a leader like that, but the way the throws that he was making out there, man, it was definitely great to see. Great to see the development. Great to see the coaching and him taking the coaching to the football field.
Right. Well, we've been working on some things too, on the practice field. So I'm happy to see him make those adjustments in game, and his play not allowing you to slam the damn playbook on the ground.
Yo, but we almost lost on the last one.
Man.
We almost lost on the last play of the game in the championship on 14. And we'd have lost on the last play of the game on the 14U like we did in the fucking 18U. I probably crashed my fucking car on the
Crashed out.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
said-
because we needed one completion for the game to be over.
Mhm.
So I run the little whip route that can't nobody cover. He's on this whip route. He run it, he open, and I don't see the ball in his hands. I look back at the quarterback. He throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball in the middle of the field. Boop, gets tipped up.
They
Pick.
picked it off.
So I got a bad knee. Meanwhile, I'm yelling. I don't even remember who I'm talking to. Oh, Chris, I catch the ball. They hiking the ball. Our team is still like going like this. Defense coming on.
Offense ain't gotta wait.
But you can't just let the team just run on the field, hike the
Yeah.
ball like that. The clock's not running.
Even the refs got to be set. They
Yeah,
wasn't
they-
set. They just threw the
So,
flag.
They threw a
Refs
bomb.
gotta be set.
They threw a bomb down the field. Nobody's covering the guy. We wound up tagging them at like the 15-yard
15,
line,
yep.
and they got the flag for too many men on the field. Coach on the field. The receiver had to dip past me.
To get open.
I'm like, yo. So they had one play left, and they caught the ball. No, the kid caught the ball, and we thought he was in the end zone, and he was on the 1-yard line. He never got to the end zone. He was on the 1-yard line. Game was over. But
And no, let's talk about the play that saved
oh man, let's talk about
Mar,
Yeah.
bro.
Shout out Mari Cephas, man. He we're in cover 2. The safety to the side bites on the dig. They got a post coming right behind. He wide open in the end zone. Mar comes from the backside safety, reads the quarterback eyes. I mean, barely gets there, dives, stretches out, lays out for it, bats the ball down, saves the fucking day.
Yep.
Shout out to my boy Mar, man. He's a ball magnet. Pause. Oh my God.
God, man.
But defensively, man, it's like the football always ends up in his hands.
He led us in picks again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So man, shout out to my boy Mari Cephas, man. Shout out to Pop. Pop had a good day out there. Shout out to Zay had a good day, man. Zay, man, the game before Harmon Leak, we was getting ready to lose. The team was on the 1-yard line.
Virginia Beach.
The team was on the 1-yard line with 10 seconds left in the game, and we was only up 5.
Yep.
And they got the ball on the 1-yard line, and Zay got picked. So I mean, it was some
Man, shout out for the kids. The safeties taken to the coaching on that 1-yard man call.
yeah. Shout out Zai Harvey.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
Chris Weems made some big plays.
Shout out Lil Weems. I seen them couple of catches you had. Incredible.
Yeah, man.
Incredible.
Chris balled out, man. Shout out to Chris Weems, man. He balled out big time for us. We shouted out CJ. Shout out Ian Santiago is starting to come into his own at wide receiver.
Yep.
Shout out to Keon. I think Keon he was 100% on the day on offense.
Mm-hmm.
He was 2 for 2 on the go balls.
Yep.
And then a big third down completion versus Harm Elite. So he was 100% completion rate with the football going towards him. So we forgetting anybody? Oh, Ryan Penderleaf. Shout out my boy Ryan.
Yep.
Ryan is learning, man. Rob is learning. Oh, Jalen, man. Shout out my boy Jalen.
Yep.
Jalen been doing this thing, man. He had a pick first day for us. When we go man to man, we definitely trust him in there.
Yep.
He started out in the slot for us on the first day. Shout out to my boy Jalen, man. He getting better and better every single day, every single week. Definitely a big part of the team. And I just think the more and more we get to these tournaments, man, the more and more these kids are going to be able to showcase their talents.
Yep. Well, I preach to them. I say, listen, man, if you just do your job, all that talent you guys have, y'all just going to make plays all over the field. And that shit showed. And it started, like you said, everything started with the quarterback. The quarterback play was just like at 1,000 this past weekend.
But the difference between that 14U and that 18U, you could tell out there on the field, them kids trust each other.
Mm-hmm.
They know each other. You know what I'm saying? And when one kid is slacking, they got no problem with saying it. That's the difference between when you really know your team and when you don't.
Well, that 14U, they're core kids. They got that camaraderie with each other. Like they've
been there since the beginning.
Yeah, right. And they play fall ball together.
Right.
Our 18U 2 years ago and last year, that was the same team. Now we got the young boys that moved up, so it's a little different. They wasn't expecting to be playing. Point in fact, your son wasn't expecting to be playing, but we had to throw him in there with the Wolves. My son, man, I talked to my son in the beginning. I said, listen, man, you're on 18U. You get reps, you got to make everything count. But when people ain't showing up, now we're like, all right, you got to play. And, you play, you get these reps, you get used to that speed on the 18U level. And then, the rest is history, man. You just got to ball out.
That motherfucker be pissing me the fuck off. This nigga Isaac be yelling at him all the time. Bro, we run the same 5 goddamn plays. Every time he's saying it, I just get more and more mad every time. But he's showing up on defense, though. I will give him that, though. He getting better on defense. I think the speed of the game for him and some of the newer players, the speed of the game is just, practice is one thing. Going against the 14U gets you good work, but when we get out there like that CTC team,
it was explosive, bro.
When we left, Brian said that team was fast.
Yeah,
that's what you're playing against.
Yep,
that's why we're yelling, get out your back pedal now.
Yep,
get
now.
Out of there. He leaving.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and again, we coaching them on the fly. That 18U level, we literally coach them on the fly because they don't come to practice. A lot of them, they do have training and shit like that, and some of them just be like, "We ain't showing up."
It'd be tough with the 18U. Man. Most of the time, we just mixing the 18U and the 14U. We just mix everybody together, and then everybody
work. Because
we both coach the same level. So it might be 18U corner, but a 14U linebacker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And we just you just in your position though, and we just going over our shit because because when you don't got a full team showing up to practice, you got to do what you do. What we got to do.
What we got. Yep.
Now I don't want to jump too far ahead, but let me ask this question. Pose this question: not having a 15U and Ryan leaving next year, what do we do on 18U? Think it's a drop off, or do you think we can stay stable level?
I think we'll be fine, man. I think next year we'll have some things in place,
right?
And we'll get back to we ain't dropped off yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't recruited much on the 18U. I've been leaving it up to O and Q and them really handling. I just be coaching whoever show up. But I mean, we slime, so at the end of the day, they gonna show up. I mean, I know a couple quarterbacks that said that they didn't come over because we had Ryan.
Right.
you know what I mean, who will be willing to come next year or so.
Yeah, and then another thing is that we trust our scheme, and we don't deviate from it. The players, we know their potential. Like we see it every week. So there's no, damn, we got to change this because this player. Nah, they fit into what we do, and then we adjust as we go. We don't change our scheme, so they're learning the scheme. So when they finally get it, it just
That's why I'm a firm believer in 707. You don't need a big, thick playbook, 100 different plays,
right,
and
right,
you searching through. Like I see some coaches with so many plays, and they just not. You got to have a rhyme and reason of why you about to call this play
right,
into this certain situation. So you just flipping through plays here. Okay, this one looks good, and they just out there running routes, not understanding why they running, understanding who's the first read, who's the second read, what's the spacing supposed to be in the route. And when you got a playbook and you got kids that been running these plays for like our 18U, a lot of those kids were running the plays for 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
14U, these kids running plays from the fall to now, been running it since 10U. They understand the spacing, they understand why we running this,
right,
and you can go at a fast pace. You know what I mean? So now I ain't got to hold up. Everybody know I don't coach with a playbook most of the time.
right.
But then there was a couple plays that I want to implement, so I might have a sheet with me. But most of the time, I got the call sheet in my hand, and we just on the ball, and we running the same plays over and over and over again, depending on the situation, and it's been successful.
Right.
What do you guys feel about the hood hopping, especially on the 707 circuit? 1 year you playing with this team, next year you playing with this team, third year you playing with that team.
It's only begun. It's going to get worse.
Yeah, I agree with
The
that.
707s getting more popular. So
I mean, it wasn't that many 7-on-7 organizations when we first started. Remember, I think NLG really had like the chokehold on South Jersey for real. Like,
For a while.
I mean, they had so many teams at each level.
Remember when we first started? It was
Yeah.
like 4, 5, 6, 8. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
they had so many 18U, so many
Yeah.
14U, and then Slime U came into the picture, and we were able to get a lot of those kids over from. A lot of those kids did come from NLG. Some came over to us. That was their first time playing 7-on-7. But now you look, it's a 7-on-7 team everywhere. Everybody got a 7-on-7 program, so you got to expect some pieces to be moving around. You can't really tell people to do it their kids, but obviously, if it's a kid that's been in your organization, kids or families that you looked out for, you kind of feel some type of way, like damn, like you know what I mean. I mean, so that's why Slime's been more business before personal relationship. Recently, because it's like, at this point, we taking money out of our own pocket, and there was really nothing in return.
Right.
Shout out to Rated. Shout out to the 295 boys. But I told Brian earlier, we got to decline your offer. We not switching teams. Just because you see him in a Slime uniform and now he good enough to play on your team, you wasn't calling last year. We going to ride Slime out until he go off to college.
Nice.
I've been hearing that from a lot of parents, man. A lot of these organizations who feel as though their org is this and that, and they the best, and they got the best kids. But as soon as it's time to go out of town, it's a lot of parents getting phone calls from JTF parents to Harm parents. I mean, to Slime parents. When we go out of town, we don't contact anybody else's org kids to come out of town with us. When we go out of town, with the kids that showed up to tryouts, kids that been at practice, and we go out of town and rock out what we got.
Yep.
And compete.
A shout out to Burlington Township High School too. Shout out to y'all good brothers. I'm not sure which tournament they was at, but they seen Brian playing in the slot, and they seen him at slot corner as well playing on the outside. And they gave him an offer to come over. Obviously, he would have to come over and come compete. But years prior, they never even sniffed his way.
Right.
But
that's what's up.
So earlier today, they reached out.
Man, that's what's up.
Yeah. So it's local, but he's being recruited off of Slime.
Right.
So
yeah. So
shout out to Burlington Township.
Right, don't be bringing the add-ons this weekend.
Oh nah,
Yo,
man.
we
So,
bringing no add-ons.
Nah, ain't no
So-
add-ons.
so-
we
so
bringing no
speaking of-
add-ons.
This man go.
so
No
speaking
add-ons
of,
here.
so we got too many kids for add-on. So speaking of that, man, once again, shout out to everybody that participated in the swag tournament. It was a well ran tournament, one of the biggest tournaments around in this area. But this last weekend was also the start of Yellow Pages. Yellow Pages 707 was your opening week, right?
Yeah, last week was the kickoff. Amazing weekend. Weather was great out there.
Food. I heard the food was slamming.
Best fish around.
Yes.
The
I
best-
can't wait to Saturday.
It's the best fish around. I ain't lying to you. Everybody here know it.
No,
We're-
Isaac said it too. So
best fish around. Burgers, dogs, whatever. Like I said, I had my girl Valerie out there with the water ice. Shout out to DJ Luigi was out there mixing it up for a little bit.
You had Lewis out there.
Yeah, Lewis
He was
been out
playing
there.
electric slide.
Yeah, he did. Right, he did play the electric side. At one point. Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with the electric slide.
it just felt like I said, like a big barbecue out there.
Yeah.
So it was
no,
good.
that's what you want though.
Yeah, good environment. Shout out to
Yeah.
all the teams competing out there. No fighting out there.
And that's
no
great.
Beating down the refs and all that type of stuff. So it was a good day out there. Good day.
All right, man. So the slime boys will be making an appearance at the Yellow Pages
This weekend.
this weekend.
Pack a lunch.
All right.
Man, listen.
I said your game. You got 40-minute games.
Jesus.
40-minute running clock.
We're gonna put 100 on y'all. Watch.
On who?
On anybody we play.
On who?
Don't try to don't y'all bring add-ons when that 14U walk in there.
Nah, we got our roster is locked in the beginning of the season. And you had a deadline to have people, and so you can't even add on people into the season anyway.
So
Who's Jack Boys? That's the Philly Jack Boys.
That's it.
That's sick of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Jack said,
Sick been with us for
yo, Charles said
years now.
where the games at?
Paulsboro High School this weekend. They're gonna be from about 10 o'clock probably till about 6. We're gonna have 30 games this week. Well, 31 games this weekend.
Right.
Got 26 last week. I have 31 this week.
Charles Clark. He out of Deptford, right?
Nah.
Nah,
Where he
Briston.
out of?
Bursting.
Preston.
Yeah, Paulsboro High School.
Did they on that list that voted for DP?
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Nah.
dog.
Oh, the big vote I heard about.
Yeah.
Y'all got the list who voted? Yeah, who
Nah.
They
voted?
didn't start kicking people off the line. Fuck, they thought this was.
Oh man. That's funny.
Nah, shout out to
Nah,
Charles,
but
man.
what goes into the thought of 40-minute running clock?
The thought of 40-minute
Yeah.
clock.
It actually goes by pretty quick. Pause.
Yeah, we off.
It seems like it's
is
a
there
lot
a
of time.
halftime?
We off. You know what I mean? You play 2 or 3 games. So if we had teams coming there every weekend to play 2 20-minute games,
Right, just two is
That's
not
not-
enough.
that's not
Right,
worth
right. No,
their
no,
time.
right.
then if it's 3 games every single weekend, that's just too much. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Every single weekend. So we just bumped the time up, made it a complete running clock. And the championships is 2 20-minute halves, and at the 2-minute mark of each half,
Is
at the end, it's
Right,
regular,
right.
regular
regular clock, right?
Yeah.
Regular rules. All right.
But you need that full 40 minutes as well, because the way that he got it set up with the point system, scoring from the 40 and all of that, bro, you could be down by 27 and then be leading within a quick 8 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like
It'll change.
it'll change pretty quick. Like us, like we probably gonna be up in quite a few games. It's gonna seem like we up by a lot, but
You
then
gonna
if
what?
we slack off, we for sure gonna be up by 3-4 touchdowns in every game.
I'm
Y'all hear it on the
This
live.
this is going. This,
Y'all hear it on the live.
this is
listen,
going.
y'all hear
Hold
it
on,
on
hold
the
on,
live.
hold on. Oh, this is going to be the one week when everybody show up.
Yeah, you
Watch.
would.
This is going to be the one week when everybody show up.
You a newbie to slime. You ain't. supposed
Yeah,
to be
but his-
talking about
his-
it right
his
now.
eyes
this
don't
is
lie.
This is a one. This is a. This
he
is
know what
the
he's
one
seeing
week
over there.
when everybody show up, and you in trouble. You in trouble. You probably in trouble if our regular roster show up. That roster we had on Saturday, that whole entire team show up, you in trouble.
I think all the games that Slime plays this week, they're gonna be good games.
So what's the rules like? Is there any? I know there's probably a lot different than
All the rules are the same basically as any 7-on-7 really. We have an extra point that's 1, 2, and 3 points from the 5, 10, or the 20-yard line. If you score from the 40-yard line, it's automatically 8 points from the gate.
So 40-yard line meaning the start.
Yeah, so you can even gain, let's say, 15 yards, get a personal foul, get that 15 yards back at the 40. Now you back at the 40.
And you
Instead
score
of
still.
bomb, it's 8
Yeah.
points. You got
So
one.
this is Fortnite then.
Explain.
Some crazy ass shit. That's what that means. Nah.
it's just-
I
just
like
fucking
that.
with
I
you.
like
So
that
it's-
touchdown from the 48 points.
Because a
That's-
lot of it brings excitement, you know what I mean, to the beginning of the games. At the beginning of the games, you'll see a lot of people just go right
Just
up
try.
top,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then you'll see a lot of games, people with their safeties back deep, you know what I mean?
Right,
'Cause
right.
They already knew that this is coming.
Whoa.
He back deep is crazy, but
And they already know it's coming.
nasty. But within the 5, you get unlimited blitzes, correct?
within the 10-yard line.
Within the
it's-
10-yard
can
line.
blitz
That's
every play?
Yeah, every
You can blitz every play within the 10-yard, like first, second, and third down, or just
yeah,
one
within
time.
within the 10-yard line, but it has to be from 6 yards back. So the referee's gonna be standing there similar to flag. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
he's not
okay.
right on the line of scrimmage, just going. You know what
but
I mean?
you
Just
know,
rushing
with
it in.
18-year-old kids being 6-yard back, it's not
Yeah,
as
but
far as what you
but
think.
this is what that is because any little thing we do is just not just to do it. You know what I mean? That's to help the quarterback on his rollouts. You know what I mean? On the goal line and those type of plays, those quick hitch plays and stuff like that.
Touchdown.
Then we got okay. Do what you gotta do.
Nah, this fucking-
Do what you gotta do. Then we got you can run at any time.
You can run it. You can
run it
at
any time.
as
You
many
can run
times.
it, you can run it anytime. You can run it any. Ain't nothing else to explain. You can run it anytime.
I'll tell you what.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what this
that's-
is for the linebackers. You know what I mean? To be able to read that play action. You know what I mean on the fakes. And stuff. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's
touchdown.
It's different stuff. You know what I mean?
No,
we-
So
we- that we
can you
implemented this
run?
league.
Can you run inside the 10-yard line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Quarterback can't run the ball though.
Nah, quarterback
No.
can't run the ball, and he can't. Once he hands the ball off, that person has to run. He can't throw the ball and stuff. like that.
Okay.
We didn't had flag teams that's usually playing flag enter into the league. You see them hand the ball off and he run around
And then throw it
and then
back.
throw the ball.
Like,
And
no,
it's
no,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
whistle, ball's dead. You know what I mean? So
All right. Yeah, like Mike said, it's just 7-on-7 with a twist.
yeah, we got it's some additions that we have, but it's, you know what I
We'll
mean? It's for the
we'll
league.
get used to it, and then
Yeah, we'll that.
I sent everything to Q.
Oh, he
so
did?
he got a
What about
copy.
the scoring? Is it 2 for a stop and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2 for a stop, 3 for an interception. On the money down, if you get an interception, it's 5.
ooh,
So you get the 3 plus the 2 for the turnover. So it's bonus. You get 5.
so
instead of
you
just
only get 5 for if it's an interception on third down?
on third
the money
down.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
And we encourage celebrating. We want to see y'all.
no, that's fine. We encourage it too. We
No,
just
we
don't.
encourage it, but you're not allowed to do it towards the other
Right,
team.
right. That's how we.
So
Can
your
you
whole,
throw the ball in the air and shoot it?
Yeah, you can do all. Your whole sideline can come off the sideline and y'all do a whole drone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just can't
do
don't
the
be
tapping the other
Yeah,
kids.
tapping other,
that-
no
that's-
touching the other
yeah,
players.
that's. I
no
don't like that shit.
Shooting at the other players and all that type of stuff. But
Lex
y'all
said
can-
first play of the game, Isaac running the ball.
they gonna be running the Deffer plays. out there.
Double wing.
He gonna be like
They
power.
They gonna be in double wing.
Power eye right 36 flats.
Now this is something,
Yeah.
and it has to be legal formation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Respect the
Yeah. well,
tackle box, tackle box, whatever.
So your tackle box is 2x2.
Yeah.
All right.
That
How
shit
about
is-
blitzing like from the slot?
You can when you do blitz, you can blitz from wherever you want, but it just has to be 6 yards off the ball.
6 yards off the ball. So you can't corner blitz then.
You have to be
So you
6 yards off
can't.
the
So
ball.
you can
Yeah.
blitz from the pressed on the slot receiver. You can't send a blitz from there.
No.
Oh, okay.
You got to be
All
6
right.
yards off the ball.
All right. Just want to make sure because we had a blitz this weekend, and every field we was on, they had a different rule. It was insane, bro. Insane.
It's only 6 refs out there, so they all have the rule book. We went over the rules and everything. They're pretty much
Yeah.
all on the only thing that's a little bit different is some people's count is a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we get used to that.
But ours is 1001, 1002, 1003 whistle
2003 whistle.
because that's the 4th second. You know what I mean?
Right.
I meant to ask y'all this when we were out there. You know the horse that's out there. Does that go off when we were out there at that tournament?
Some of them do. They're
And then-
made.
and then
They're
the
made.
ref blows the whistle off.
They're
of that?
made to go off. Yeah.
The tables
Yeah.
they usually beat. They beat.
Yeah.
I like how battle. I'm not battle. Hero used to do it.
They hire somebody.
They hire somebody
you know,
with a stopwatch.
They just
And
sit there.
when they hike the ball, when the quarterback at the ball in his hand, he start that.
So
He
just
look at
sitting
the
there the whole
quarterback.
time.
He ain't even looking at the stopwatch.
Yep.
He looking at the quarterback. And soon when the quarterback throw the ball, he stop it. If that motherfucker say 4-point something,
sack.
it's a sack.
Yep. We never have clock problems at Hero.
He like boop when that and then the ball would be thrown off and then he'd raise his hand, blow the whistle, boop boop boop, bring it
Yep,
back.
Bring it back.
And anybody argue,
Yep.
he just show you the clock.
Yep.
I do.
Yeah, because what it is we've been dealing with refs that got like 3 jobs in one.
Yeah,
They either slow count, they looking away.
he
It'd
counting
be
and
6 seconds. He looking
He-
down here.
he like this, and then he stopped counting because he watching the play and shit.
How
Like,
many refs they have that there on the field?
3,
It's 3. 1, 2, 3.
and then like championship or playoffs, they like move.
It was 5.
Yeah, we had like 5. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had 5 refs in the championship game.
That's how it was. Well, not in the 18U.
What do we have?
We had John and whoever was on the other side, and then the counter. So it was only 3.
Mm.
Our 14U, we had 5 refs out there.
That 18U was terrible. That 18U was terrible.
Yo,
Because they what they did was they had the one guy, I think it was the head coach. He said something about the score, held the game up for 10 minutes, and then on the backside pause of it, the other coach was coaching them up the whole entire time as we were standing there trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
And the score was I'm like what is so? By the time I get over there, wobble over there, I'm like, yo, it's 12-10. They up 12-10. Ref like that's what we just said. They're like, I don't know the confusion. He's like, oh, all right. I'm like, yeah, they stopped the clock for a reason. But it is what it is.
Yeah, 18, you gonna have a rough day. They got us and Rick.
the fuck does that mean?
Rough day for y'all out there.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Anybody that come out there when
Who y'all
Slime
quarterback?
playing,
Who y'all quarterback?
that's y'all time to go grab y'all fish
Quarter what,
platter.
18 years?
Don't
Yeah.
listen to this man. That game gonna be a
Deontay.
smoke break.
Deontay.
Deontay Ruffin.
That game gonna be a smoke break.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Yeah.
that chain that he got on
Yeah,
his
sing
neck.
for a little bit. Yeah.
Smoke break.
I mean,
Sing for a little bit.
Ain't roughing
Listen,
ain't
listen,
roughing
he
a
he
linebacker
family.
now.
He family. He family. But we didn't play it versus him and slept on 7 before. It wasn't even too many completions had. So they ain't.
Yo, Hayes on YouTube. He said
Different wideouts.
belt. he watching on YouTube.
Get him off the line.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah.
Hey.
Who Rick's quarterback?
Malachi.
Oh, okay.
Malachi came off the baseball field, had a great game, came right on to the football field,
Saturday.
threw like 6-7 touchdowns. Baseball uniform on and all.
All right. Well, we're gonna see.
Rick's team is ridiculous though.
We're gonna see.
Still can't beat us.
Man, we didn't beat the best of the best
Best.
already. We didn't win from state to state. We would play the top teams in the country. So
We gonna see.
That's what we do.
We gonna see.
What we do.
Welcome to TYP.
That shit great. I'm telling you, shit, it gonna get ugly out there. I'm telling you now.
TYP sponsored by Slime U, motherfucker. We gonna take over.
Man, on to the next subject, man. We had a well, shout out. Make sure y'all come on out to the Paulsboro Saturday. It's gonna be a good day, man. Slime gonna go over there and take over for a weekend. Let them know who run the 7-on-7 scene out here.
Yo, I'm mad just now. You know how the words come up on the joint right here on the
Yeah.
live? It said PAWSBORO.
Oh shit. And man, we had Tri-County, man. They had a vote not too long ago. We had a vote. League voted on a couple teams wanted to join the league. Winslow Eagles were voted in unanimously, and DPU was voted out unanimously.
Basically.
Right here we have a DPU representative, my mini me. Man, what's your take on that, Dover? I know you happy with where y'all wind off settling in at with your new with y'all new organization, with y'all new league that you're in. But what's your take on that?
You want me to be completely honest?
Yeah, be honest with the people. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
I'm
be
not
honest.
100% happy that it went the way that it went, but I'm not disappointed either, because I was the only one that was in the room the whole entire time saying Tri-County wasn't the move to begin with. Any org that's stepping off the porch and that's trying to find themselves, single age football is the best for you. We come out, we got 8 kids show up for the 8U, 6 kids show up for the 9U. Fuck it, we got a 9U. We can't do that on 10s. We can't do that on 8s. It's hard to do that when you got even ages. Somebody that's like us, that's, we got an 8U coach now, but now we can fill those 9s. Now we don't have to have 8s. Now we can have a 9s and the 7s and the 11s and the 10s and the 13s and the 14s if we choose. It just wasn't the route that we needed to. I don't know. Every single person else over there wanted to be in Tri-County. I didn't want to be over there. Then not to mention from how it was when they were with the Chiefs, how they requested to be in the national, nasty. I ain't want that. If we were going to Tri-County, it had to be in an American. That's what I agreed to. We go to Tri-County, we go to the American. I don't care how many points on every level we get punched on. That's where we go. That's where we base jump from. And if we don't succeed, then guess what? We build from there. All that national shit, I'm good, bro. I'm good. But, maybe you can have another representative up here and they can tell you a totally different way. Me, never wanted Tri-County to begin with.
The level you coaching, where y'all playing at?
That's still now. I just found out earlier today I got free reign to go where I want. But if the rest of the org goes in UIFL, we are ineligible to go AYF. I said from the beginning I want to fuck with George. But again, if the rest of the org goes UIFL, my level is ineligible for any postseason play if I go AYF.
All right, well, it looks like you'll be going UIFL, but
I wanted to hear him say.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear him say.
Yeah, we weren't really too happy about it with some people on the board. I think some people on the board didn't really care. Some people on the board's organization voted no. I still don't. We spoke about it earlier on the live. I still don't know why certain teams voted no, or it just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we vote teams in that have 0 kids within their whole organization. Literally didn't field not one team last year, and we vote them into the league. And then we vote no to a team that has 100 kids playing spring ball right now.
When y'all vote out, do y'all vote out loud or y'all put it all on there?
We vote out loud.
You think that had an influence on it once people start hearing, no, we don't want them in, you just gonna follow after them?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah,
It's a lot
I
of
agree.
followers. It's a lot of
You
followers.
think if they just would have put a vote in the hat and pulled them out and counted them, it would have been a little different?
Probably. If they had a different name, I think that would have saved them about 5 votes.
And that was told to us.
And we still short, but nobody's, regardless, whatever. When the bros first told me DPU, bro, I said, what the fuck is that? Fuck we calling ourselves DPU for? And then they went into the history with it. Once they went into the history, I said, okay, now I get it. But did that need to be explained inside?
No, I don't think that should have been explained. What's the point? Who cares?
It's just a name. If you got a sending district, I don't
Yup.
give a shit what you
Yup.
call yourself.
Yep.
You can call yourself whatever you want. What's your sending? If you got the same rules as everybody else, you still abiding by the same rules as everybody else. So the name shouldn't have mattered to anybody.
They were trying to get Olympus in there.
They were trying to get Olympus in Tri County. I don't know, like what sending district Olympus.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think Olympus.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I never heard that anybody was trying to get Olympus in Tri County. I know that it was talked about before, but I know that they wouldn't have a sending district.
Right.
Is that in the bylaws that you have to have a sending district?
Yes.
Yes.
Was this meeting virtual or was it in person?
No, virtual.
It was virtual, correct? Now, do you think it would have had? Do you feel it would have went a different direction if it was in person? Just your personal opinion.
I've seen we've had meetings. I'm going to use Pittman, and this is the example because this happened. Pittman is there. They tell Pittman to step outside, go to your car or something, and we had that same discussion like we did online. I mean, on the Zoom. But
I never seen anybody badmouth the organization or
the way they did y'all,
or try to sway everybody's vote to be no. All the teams I ever seen get voted in, we meet with them, they leave out, everybody speak amongst each other, but nobody's ever been spoken down on. So the fact that we voted in the Southwest Sharks or whatever the hell they were called, Wolves or whatever the hell they were called, we voted in Chester, had people going all the way to Chester and shit. But this is 2 teams that's not even in South Jersey, and we vote a Jersey team out. Is just crazy. It just didn't make sense. It didn't make
sense. Yeah,
I guarantee you that vote would have went completely different if somebody in that room was smart enough to bring somebody from our organization back on the live and ask why was it a split and get an honest answer. I talked to you on the back channel, talked to you on the back channel. I explained to you guys everything that was out there. I appreciate you guys for not putting the business that's out there. This shit is nasty while it was a split to begin with.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting, bro.
I agree.
If that was me in that position, I would have split with them as well. Somebody from Tri-County should have asked exactly why it was a split. Why are you guys the same exact, all you individuals, same kids and everything, parents left and everything. It didn't take much for those parents to leave, bro. It was almost a point to where if DPU was not created, all those kids was either going to end up with RV, Willingboro, or Burlington City, possibly Burlington Township as well. All those kids would have dispersed outside the city in Mount Holly and would have went somewhere completely different. The split needed to happen.
And yeah, now I sent this message earlier. I believe as a league, we're gonna suffer.
It's not that you guys are gonna suffer because you guys got 30 teams.
No, this is what I'm saying though. We were in position to add a new organization.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in position to lose.
Yeah, it's not that we're gonna suffer,
right?
But we're gonna get
Why
the
would
short
you
end
lose
of the
too?
stick.
Well,
we're not going. We got a possible.
We had the possible
of
DPU.
them, so that's a loss of the org, and then possibly RV for they may not be able to fill the org with this new org coming in.
RV currently now the old RV Chiefs, because they're not the Chiefs no more. Their name is, because if we want to talk about names, the RV Chiefs dropped that moniker and now they're the Valley Boys. Shit sauce. Get that shit the fuck out of here. The Valley Boys. This is their name. The Valley Boys.
So is
Right
it
now in spring,
RV Valley Boys?
they currently have a 14U roster comprised of 12, 13, and 14-year-olds. Half that roster is going to be in RV high school next year. Where are they getting them kids from?
Damn. Well, that's what I mean.
Let's just call it for what it is.
That's what I mean by that.
Where's the Valley Boys getting them kids from?
Man, well, some of
You
these,
niggas play with me
time-
if you want to. I'm going to show up in your backyard and pillage your fucking roster. I wasn't going to do it because of the waiver shit. You keep on playing around with me, I'm going to show up at your fucking backyard, on your porch, in your schools, and pillage your fucking roster.
Beeper joint like every time we cuss. He got the Martin joint on there.
Yo,
RV Chiefs, Valley Boys. I'll be in contact with you guys.
Man, they ain't gonna fit, man.
this nigga
Listen,
gotta go.
And this is
Because-
why DPU didn't want to go over there.
Why?
Fucking around with niggas like that. That's
Why?
why DPU ain't want to go over there.
You just now listen what you just now said. They wouldn't be able to be in Tri-County because they can't fill age levels. You don't have to have a certain amount of age levels to come over. So if they only have a 9U and an 11U, that's a perfect fit for them. You guys can keep your organization going.
I don't even think they're gonna do that.
Still keep your cheering going, and you can try to build up for the next year.
I mean, I hope they do. I hope they, you know,
Now, guys,
and then have me show up at your practice and say, you know what? Come over here and play for us for $75.
now when you got a guy over here like this with a list of lies, that's a little bit different.
You crazy as hell. We listen. Name your price tool.
You might as well
Name your price tool.
pay me my 59 in front of everybody.
Name your price tool.
Pay me my 59 in
You
front
want
of
to come
everybody.
over here and play for Del Pound University? Name your price tool. Let's negotiate.
Yeah, run that.
We got free reign to do whatever we want over here by all costs.
Run that on this
You
live
live in
right
Burlington County, come get your kid in the uniform over here with us. We're gonna build our roster up
Somebody-
to 200 strong. Call
Somebody,
Tri-County and say,
somebody said
that shit y'all was
somebody
talking 2
said
years
Chiefs
ago?
is done. It's over for them.
yep. Evan Farrell,
and he's part of the RV Hurricanes.
and he knows they're done.
He's a 6U about to be 8U head coach for the RV Hurricanes. He got no dog in the fight.
Yeah, well, man,
Finish.
Since I've been with Tri-County, everybody blames the executive board for everything. All we do is count the votes,
Right.
say what just happened, and this is what y'all voted for. This is the new rule, or this is what was going on.
So you on the executive board, but you ain't on that secret board.
Yeah, I'm on the executive board on that. I think O took his shahada, and he they call O. Yeah, they call O. They don't call me, man. I say I'm too much of a I
You get
don't
on my
know.
nerves.
You know what I mean? I'm too much of a. They ain't gonna call me. They ain't gonna call me. They ain't gonna tell me too much because I try to stop the stupid shit from happening, and a lot of people just allow the stupid shit to just happen. Just like when we were doing the playoff situation last year, they was great. If I wasn't in there, it was going to be some stupid shit, and we would have looked completely dumb. We'd have looked completely dumb, and if it wasn't for me, everybody would have been talking bad about us. But once again, my point was, since I've been here, the orgs make a lot of stupid decisions. And then when it comes to light, everybody's like, oh, wait, what was it last year? They voted for something, and then everybody cried.
The 14-year-olds in high school.
Yeah, they cried. It was like, oh, now everybody's crying, wants the rule to change. Y'all voted for this, and it was only like 2 people that voted, for it, and y'all all voted against it, and now everybody wants to change it.
All
So
right,
no, it's like when y'all vote on something as the orgs, it's the board's job to uphold it. We might not like it, but it's our job to uphold what's been voted. We
Right.
it can't be, oh, you know what, let's change that. And then y'all want the board to just do an executive order and change it. That's not how it works. Vote for the right shit the first time, and we won't have to come back and try to fix everything.
Now let me ask you this. Red, because I'm sure you guys did your homework. who really came out of left field with the high school players playing down, and who was really pushing that? Let me ask you that. Who was the first organization to get online, push it all across all platforms, and successfully get it pushed through?
Successfully?
I'm just saying, who came out of left field and really started pushing it?
Last year, it was Willenboro.
They weren't
Exactly.
successful though.
They wasn't.
All right. Well, 14's got high school players can now play, but I'm just saying. So a year later, it was successful for whatever reasons that they were trying to do it.
Well,
So-
they were allowed 2 years ago. They were allowed.
Because it
Then
was
they voted. Then they voted it out.
right, because it was an executive order, so it had to be re-voted. That's the way the bylaws
Yeah,
work.
They voted it out last year, and they
Right.
thought. I guess Willenboro assumed that they was going to get voted back in, and they voted it out, which was another weird ass vote by the orgs.
Yep.
Which I'm not going to get into, but it was something weird going on with the votes.
Mm-hmm.
They voted it out, then everybody started crying.
And Frank, I don't remember his words, but he's like, you guys sure you know what y'all doing? Because this ain't making no sense. And everybody like, all right, well.
But then Willenboro, then it was like, oh, in order to, I guess, like get it revisited or get it overturned, they said something where they needed to get like, I don't know, a certain amount of teams to email and say that they want it, and they got the number of teams.
Is that when they was getting everybody online and
Yeah,
telling them
yeah.
to write the email in and all that?
Yeah.
So you got an organization that only in the last however many years since they've been in Tri-County, so ever since they lost Hakeem Hall, that was the only team that they had that was halfway decent. He's over there in GA, been there for 3 years now. You got one organization who's only been semi-successful on 14U. Now they trying to bring them old ass kids to come down and come play. Right? You got another organization who won a championship, but they never won nothing on 14U. But the only reason why they won the championship because they went down there in the national. And then you got an organization that's over here that's saying, you know what, we're going to play under the confines of, we don't care about no high school kids playing because that's not what we do over here. We'll fill all 4 levels and a possible 6U. And we want to play in the national. Don't send us down there in the kiddie pool. Send us to the national.
American, you mean?
I mean, it's American, sorry.
Yo, all this
Send us to the American.
all this that you talking right now, you better not be a South Jersey team going over into a PA league and stinking it up. All this you talking right now.
Ooh.
Don't do it.
Ooh.
You represent you over in the PA league.
Hey, Simone.
Don't go stinking it up.
Simone, the only reason why you got
Please.
suede sleeves on your jacket is because we not over there. Be thankful.
You ran from them.
What was you saying?
You ran from
I don't
them.
even remember. This is
You
funny.
ran from
What was
them.
you saying? Oh,
I don't
Elite-
remember.
this guy.
Elite boys, DPU running from y'all. It's okay.
hey,
It's okay.
hey, whatever date we said that we was gonna play, we still gonna line it the fuck up and play that game,
40,
regardless if it count or not.
48-0.
Bet that chain on it.
Pay me my money first. My
Bet
bad.
that chain on it.
Pay my money first.
Bet that chain on it.
This guy owed me from like a year ago.
Oh, you what? How owe you for?
Giant Steelers game.
I don't even remember, but
Yeah, like I said on the
I
live.
don't even remember. But
Open that little wallet up.
you ain't about to.
Don't give me the fake ones on the left.
Nah, you good. Yeah, my fault. Pick that up before I beat you the fuck up.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Y'all get ready to witness the first boxing match on the podcast.
He got 2
This
bad
nigga
knees.
got some-
He don't want to do that.
This
now.
nigga got some boxing gloves right there. Nigga.
Sure as hell do.
And it's
He only solid if we put the foot in the tire. If I move around on him, pause. He ain't got a shot in hell.
it's interest.
Yeah,
That's interest.
he got some boxing gloves right there, nigga. My hands is certified.
Yeah, but your knees ain't. Not worried about none of that. But your knees ain't. Hey, at 45 seconds, he trying to grab. You know how that go. You know niggas like him.
That shit.
Trying to grab. Trying to grab. You hit me in my motherfucking face. Never do that shit again in your motherfucking life. What's wrong with you?
Is PT on the live right now?
Nah, he ain't
no.
no,
You got.
bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
let me.
man,
break
it's
bread
past
Jesus-
10 o'clock.
Bro,
Y'all know
break
that-
bread
y'all
like
know-
Jesus said. Let me get one of those.
Bro, back up, man.
Nah, man, let me get one of those.
Back
Nah,
up,
you
bro,
know,
back
I'm
up.
on fat nigga duty
Yo,
right now.
got
back
the
Get one of
up,
Harrow- he
those.
got the
back up,
Harrows.
back up.
Yo, he got a whole pack of Reese's down here.
I ain't got
He
no
got the-
Reese's.
yes,
They ain't
it's a
even mine.
24 pack. Yo,
They
this
not
nigga got
even
the 24
mine,
pack
bro.
on his foot.
They
Look,
not even
and
mine.
then under the Care Bears, the Haribo's, he got his foot all
Yo,
right there. You get a piece. Break bread like Jesus said. But let me ask y'all honest opinions on this, right? Do you feel the relationship is salvageable from our end? Should we come back to the table? Should we produce and then come back to the table? If you us, what's our next play from here?
I think y'all should have gave Tri-County the opportunity to get y'all back in.
I like the move y'all made, man. Fuck Tri-County.
It's
No,
very,
I'm saying-
listen,
I'm
listen.
saying
It's
2020,
very, very early right now. There's still a chance that they will be in Tri-County, especially from the live today.
I'm out of there, bro. They go to Tri-County, I'm out of there.
I'm telling you.
They go to Tri-County, I'm out of there.
But you
Telling
gonna
you.
get bumped on that. Was
Fuck
it
Tri-County, man.
12U, 11U?
I
No,
hate
10U.
I hate
10U?
I hate all the orgs in Tri-County. Like they lucky I'm just here just so I don't get fined.
You want to talk after the live?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
You want to talk after the live?
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
funny.
I said on the live, bro, Tri-County is built with a bunch of corny ass organizations that's not in it for the betterment of the kids. They're not in it to better the league. They're in it for selfish reasons. If it's not something that's going to help them out selfishly, they're not going to vote for it. It's times that our organization might vote for something that might not necessarily benefit us, but it's going to benefit the league and help other teams or help. We voted to help ninth graders, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could have been selfish and be like, nah, we don't need no ninth graders. Our kids is reclassing. We're gonna have the best team. The only way somebody can compete with us is if they bring ninth graders back, right? But we voted for it because that's going to help other teams
Right.
fill the 14U level.
Yep.
But you take one of these other orgs, if they were in that same situation, they're going to vote no because it don't help them.
It don't benefit them now. Benefit them. They don't look about for the future.
They don't, bro. And that's what I mean
I've
by
noticed
these.
that too.
That's what I mean by the teams in the league. They're holding the league back. These organizations are holding the whole entire league back. And they don't care. They don't want to hear nothing. You seen orgs not vote y'all in because why y'all got to be that name? What the fuck does a name got to do? Or why do you care what their name is?
Yep.
Like it's
So to play
It's sickening.
devil's advocate for Tri-County, they made it to how many teams you guys got? 30?
28.
So to play devil's advocate, they could say on the back channel, hey, we made it to 28 teams without DPU and still had a successful season. And the year prior. Ever since the merger, I mean, it's been halfway solid.
Tri-County's a good league though.
Yeah, right. But all we talk about when we're talking and there's no action happening is we want the betterment for our league. We want our league to grow, grow, grow. When it's time for that, you get organizations who just, this shit happens.
But they can say we had success in Burlington County. They had a 12U team win the championship last year. And
Where for who?
Who won the 12
won the chip?
championship?
Burlington City won the chip on 12.
Lindenwold won the chip in 12 years. Burlington City won no fucking championship.
So was that 10U? You sure? Burlington,
Yeah.
I could have swore Burlington City won the
12U
championship last
was
year.
Lindenwood. They had that power.
I think it was the
powerhouse.
JV championship.
Yeah, they won the JV, John. They got JV.
Oh, they
back.
won the JV championship. Oh, nasty.
This guy's unbelievable.
Nasty. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm just saying, if an organization has 100 kids and the organization is built because the fall, that's what it's going to be, then that team should be in our league. Insurance, field, yes, they have lights, they have the numbers, they have equipment, they got a bank account. Why are we voting no?
Did you guys have that whole entire checklist?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. We got the keys to the kingdom. Actually, tonight,
A field.
actually
right.
tonight, the keys came and got dropped off by the township tonight. We got, bro, we probably would have the best snack stand in all of Tri-County. We got a full kitchen in there. A full kitchen, not a kitchenette, a full kitchen inside
Yeah.
that snack stand.
They have all
We got
that.
we
They have
got
everything,
we
so-
got actual real lights.
So-
We'll have somebody come out and come line the field for
What's
us.
fake lights?
Yo,
The generators.
generator.
The generators.
Oh, meanwhile, we got teams in the organization, teams in the league that still ain't paid their league dues from last year.
And you ain't gonna get that money.
Talking about we gonna fundraise for it,
And you
But
ain't
we
gonna
ain't
get that money.
but we ain't gonna talk about all that on the podcast. But
We're not gonna talk about.
This
We
is-
not.
There's no postseason for you. You don't pay your fines and your dues. No postseason.
You shouldn't
they
even.
ain't had no kid. They ain't had no teams in the postseason.
AG, let me tell you this. Inside the West Jersey, and they hold you to this, bro. You don't pay them league fees, you owe a nickel, bro. You get no votes, and they'll get you the fuck out of there. I seen it with my own eyes.
Mm.
You don't adhere to those policies, man. Them dudes over there, bro, they'll get you the fuck out of there quick. They don't care who you are.
Yo, Monster got a message for us. They're supposed to say another.
Oh yeah, I seen him. Fuck Monster.
Hey, yo, Monster, man.
I'm about to take you off the schedule this week.
Yo, Monster. Don't be on the sideline talking to me about football when you supposed to be out there reffing the motherfucking game. Fuck you thought this was. Save
Oh.
that conversation for another time. He out there missing plays, kids doing what they want, all type of shit, man. Monster terrible.
Yo, them refs was horrible this weekend, yo.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible, bro.
You have too
With
much
the,
really complaints.
it was a lot of complaints, man. They had whole entire scores fucked up multiple times. I was sitting there. I'm watching this one game. We playing right after them, and the coach is like, "Yeah, we're up 2 scores." And they put the second string in on defense.
It was LaSalle.
And so I'm like, so I hear the other team score, and they like it's 14-14. The refs say 14-14 after the team scored, and they coaches ain't hear it. Then they got the extra point, so now the other team think they up 15-14. They cheering. The coach like, yo, why they cheering? And so I was like, yo, coach, I think you better go over there and check the score. They got y'all losing 15-14. He was like, no way, we scored 3 times. Bro, they in the middle of the field for like 20 minutes, bro.
Yep.
Like, and that was the end of the game. They was great lose. They was great get the other team to win.
So what you doing in that situation?
I'm not leaving the field.
Yeah, hell no.
I'm not leaving the field.
Mm.
I'm pulling up video. Who got the who got
One
the
of y'all
video?
reporting.
So I'm not leaving.
Where
the
JR
field,
at?
bro.
Some type of evidence.
I'm not leaving that shit.
We
Fuck
looking for
that.
JR, dog.
Moving on, man. It's spring ball season.
Yeah, man.
Spring ball season is here.
This is my first time. I mean, I know Slime Boys is not a spring league, it's a tournament.
Yeah.
But this is my first time coaching like this, tackle football at this time of year. It is a little exciting, but I'm more happy that it's not a spring league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
How many games is it?
this weekend, that weekend, I don't know. I've never done this.
I think we'll probably play like three or four games probably. It's only 5 teams in
our bracket.
our bracket. So however that's gonna go, however they're gonna spin it. It should be good, man. It's a nice introduction with some of the kids that he's gonna be coaching in the fall.
Mhm.
Being able to coach them from slime over to tackle. Yeah, he got a Spartan jersey up.
Nah, this was my son's when we was over there.
Yeah, he got a Spartan jersey up, man. We got that. Well, we got that blue and gold shit the fuck up out of there. That blue and yellow shit the fuck up out of there, man.
You ain't got the Woodbury up in here no more?
I got the W there. My son still go there, so
Yeah, you can't.
Man, he got to get that shit the fuck out of
Nah,
here.
nah.
Nah, man.
That's
just still in the
representing
blood.
my
That's just
son,
still in the
man.
blood, though,
Maybe
man.
get you one of these to hang up.
And you want a
That's fine.
and you won a championship
That's fine.
over there. If you ain't never win the chip, then maybe you would have to take everything down. But by winning the championship, that shit is.
Nah, there go the
It's
championship
different.
right there. That's my visual. Yo, so speaking on spring, right? So you brought this up the other day on a live about the conversation. I had the conversation with Jay Nelson
Mm-hmm.
at the tournament. I'm asking how he's doing. He just got done. He just got cleared the day before from meniscus surgery. And then, we having a conversation, and he's like, man, a lot of the stuff you told a lot of us about high school is real, and he's like, number one, he was like, I regret playing all that football. This is the kid talking to me. You know what I mean? I'm not a spring person. I don't never have a dog in the fight in spring. So I'm not even not a fan. You get what I'm saying? I'm just like, whatever. I'm not into it. Man, he was like, coach, man, he was like, I regret. He said, all these games I played, he was like, my body's just done. He was like, I'm worn out. And he was like, now I got to get back to what I once was. Cause he was like, I was losing the love for the game. So so then he goes, he said, truth be told, man, he said all them championships, national championship stuff, it was like, it's all for the adults. It was like, it's for them to brag about, because I win a national championship. The next day, that ring is sitting wherever the pictures you see. And then he was like, I don't even care about that shit. And then he said, once you get to high school, it means absolutely nothing. They don't they don't care what you did in the midgets. I'm like, so before I even, I put this out there, I asked him like, yo, can I talk about this, bring your name up? And he's like, I want you to bring my name up because I want people to know the truth, his truth. I'm like, dang, that's dope from a kid that people, let's be real. You said it. Like every time there was some type of tournament, something, they call him up. Yo, play on my team. And he's paying the price now.
Hey, Gotti, this nigga scared. He ducking smoke in front of the gazelles. That's what he doing. Get this nigga the fuck out of here. But listen to what I was trying to tell you earlier, Gotti. All jokes aside, I told you, all this football out here for all these young kids, you trying to promote this shit. What about later on in life? This is a message between me and him, between me and Fat Man. What about the kids later on in life? Keep on telling you that. I'll do it for this 1 year. But what about the kids later on in life? Niggas ain't scared just to be scared, bro. I think about the kids later on in life. But, some niggas just don't get it.
You need to bring J Nell on one day.
Well, I did. No.
So no.
So first and foremost, the podcast. If there's a kid on under 18, I have to get consent from a parent.
Yeah, 100%.
I asked him.
Won't be no drinking or nothing.
To
the kids.
Right. So, and there is segments that I do want kids who play great during the week, if they're eligible to jump on the show, even via I can get them on.
Now we got the call-ins now, so that'll be
right.
Y'all had anybody calling yet?
No, not yet. I have to send the link. They join. So, but what I'm saying is I asked him to be on the show, and he said, I want to do it, but he was like, I'm a little shy. So I respected that. You know what I mean? Like, but that's why he said it's okay for me to talk about this conversation, because it was personal. It was a one-on-one conversation. So he gave me the okay to talk about it.
Yeah, that's why I say just watch. I know a lot of parents don't know, especially some parents, you might have those exceptional athletes that where anytime somebody going out of town, they want to call you up for your kid, right?
Right.
You just gotta watch, you just gotta watch who you gonna follow, because everybody doesn't have the best interest in your child. Sometimes somebody asks your kid to play in something that makes absolutely no sense for your kid to play in. And sometimes you gotta think about it. Is this for benefit my kid, or is it just to help this man win? You know what I'm saying? And like I said on the live, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, because I've coached spring football, I've done spring football for multiple years. And when spring football first started, it was only 8th grade for a while.
Yeah, because my stepson played in Deptford for 8th grade spring.
Yeah, so it was only 8th grade for a while. And then we did the 8U spring, I think it was the Cottage League that 1 year. And that was that last year I was like, nah, I'm not doing this no more. Which I don't want to knock anybody else from doing it, because I actually go out to the games it'd be a good atmosphere.
Right.
It definitely be a dope atmosphere. I'll go out there and support kids that play for me. And one thing I don't do is tell anybody what not to do with their kids. I have multiple kids that play for me throughout the years that play spring. I've never called their parents like,
told them not to.
don't do this, don't do that. I'm never going to tell somebody what not to do with their kid. And I will go out and support. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a hypocrite, but far as me and far as, you know, I'm not going to, after watching my team be burnt out after a year of spring football, it probably had a lot to do with them being 8 and then going to have to play 9U as all 8-year-olds, and they came from the freshmen playing in Ohio, then getting a quick break, not barely a month off, and then practicing for spring, playing spring, winning the spring championship, and then no days off, straight to fall. Now you playing up. And, you know, I felt like they was burnt out. And I was like, I don't want to do that to our kids. And I think what happens with guys that luck up and get those good teams, they don't want to let them go. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you have those really good teams and you want to do everything. You want to go to this tournament. You want to play spring.
Showcase them,
and then you want to make sure you keep them kids together so you don't lose nobody. So you want to be constantly playing football. You don't, you know, there's other things you can do. You can start. Now there's more of a 7-on-7 circuit, even all the way down to 10U. So there's things that you can do to keep those kids together other than playing tackle football.
So is Hayes still Hayes if he never put that extra work in back then at tackle wise?
Yeah, I mean, all those kids are still will be who they are. I don't think 1 year of spring football would make a difference of who those kids are today. They only did it 1 year.
I'm only posing the question because it's some people that are, you know, beg to differ. So trying to play a devil's advocate, but I've never really been a fan of.
What teams do y'all see that like play spring football that's really trying to get ready for the fall? That use spring to get ready for the fall?
I don't see too many because most spring teams is made up of a bunch of different kids from different teams. Nobody's out. Not too many teams is out there with their regular team. You got counties that come together.
Right.
You got cities that come together. So nobody is gearing up for the fall. You know, they're just out there playing football. Once again, which teach his own. I'll be out there watching. There be some good games out there.
And it be some bad games.
It be
With no develop. You can just see that it's just.
That's crazy.
It's just
Somebody in the comments said that shit.
What?
What you saying?
Like the reason why I stopped coaching the 7th and 8th grade spring was because soon as it gets nice outside, them kids not coming to practice. And we all know when you get to that 7th and 8th grade age, a lot of parents aren't as involved as they were when like with the younger ages.
Right.
It's really be up to the kids to whether they're going to practice or not. And when it got nice out, and me and Rick had those teams, and soon as it get nice out, it's probably 2-3 kids show up to practice. All right, no. And I was like, Rick, we wasting our time coming out here. I'm not coming out here no more. Tell them show up 2 hours before the game, and we'll practice before the game. And that's what we did. And I was like, I can't coach like that.
Right.
I can't. I can never coach where I'm trying to put a game plan in 2 hours before the game start and go out there and think that these kids are getting better. That's how you create bad habits.
Right.
You're not, huh?
Out there playing.
Just out there playing. You creating bad habits. You haven't practiced. You haven't worked on your craft all week. You just out there playing. You can't play the game of football like that.
But if you let some people tell it, practice, they're getting development, and the games is development.
Listen, 2 hours of practice for me ain't enough. That shit ain't enough. And a lot of us ain't nowhere near professional coaches. You know what I mean?
If you have the right amount of coaches out there and the time is used properly,
Right.
it can be enough. If you have an actual schedule every single day, you know what I mean, what you're going to be doing out there with the right amount of coaches, you can get some work in on the 2 hours. You know what I mean? You can get some pretty good work in, especially with the older levels.
Yeah,
The older levels.
when you dealing with players that's completely raw inside the spring, that shit is so tough, bro. It's so tough. It's so tough when you bring these kids from different programs and you just trying to teach them basic concepts or concepts that's just a little bit more than basic. You start to see how raw these kids are.
Man, we lost the championship 2 years in a row in spring, me and Rick. And it drove me crazy because I wasn't able to coach. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, we playing the teams, both championships we lost was the teams we beat in the regular season in the spring that we played earlier in the year where the kids were coming to practice and we had the game plan. By the time we get to the championship, none of them coming to practice. You know what I'm saying? And that shit drove me crazy. I hate losing, especially in the fucking championship game. And it shit drove me crazy. I said, Rick, I can't do this no more, bro. I can't coach like this. And we lost the championship and then came back the following week that year and played the winner of like Cotty's league, the champion of their league, the Cumberland County
Kings.
Nah, they was like the Soldiers or something like that back then. And we wound up beating them. But I was just like, yo, this is it, bro. This is it for me. I stopped coaching them, and then when I stopped coaching 7th to 8th grade spring, and I thought that the younger kids would be better because the parents would bring them, which the parents brought them to practice every day. It was my same team. Now that was my same team for the fall. Anytime I coached with Rick, it was always like combined teams,
Right.
kids from everywhere. But when we played in the spring, it was our different team. And you know, it was good. I felt like, you know, we got good work, but you know, they were young, they were burnt out. And that's why I said you got to watch who you allow coach your kids. Because for me, selfishly, I could have been like, I want my team to play in the spring every year, win the championship every year. We probably would have won the championship in the spring league every year. Long as those kids was the older kids, they've never lost. They've never lost, not one when they were the older age. Never. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I could have been out here winning spring after spring after spring. But think about how many of those kids probably wouldn't even be playing football right now at the 14U if I had them playing football year round.
Right. I learned something going to Texas with when we was in Slime that one year where we went to Texas A&M. I was talking to a lot of the coaches in that tournament, and they was like, nah, we do football year round, but it wasn't tackle football. It was just something with football, training, weights, 7-on-7, and then fall. A little bit of spring to get ready, but it wasn't a league. It was more like what colleges do with spring, you know, spring ball.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the way to do it, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, but I don't see the benefit, especially talking to a kid who everybody thought the world of. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I said he was gonna get burnt out.
yeah,
I said it a long time ago, and I said it. I was just looking at him and looking at about how much football that kid was playing, and every time he plays somewhere, he getting the ball every play.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, this ain't basketball. Like, I'm like, yo, this kid is playing way too much football. He's taking way too many hits before he even touched a high school football field.
Was you at the game with Goose when they kept giving him? Was you there?
I don't even want to talk about that.
I was
I
so
saw
wrong.
that was on
Bro,
YouTube.
I'm yelling
Some
at the
shit.
screen. I'm like, Big, what the fuck is you
That was
doing, bro? What is you doing, bro?
I don't even talk about that. Bro.
Oh man, I was pissed. And Big,
Work
my
until
man.
his tongue is out.
Hey, Marcus,
Oh, my
man,
God.
you know I love you to death, bro. But you was bugging that day. Fucking bugging.
They was treating him like a used motherfucking car. You know, treating him like a rental car.
Break down.
I was mad as hell out there. Like that was my kid.
But when me and Ooze was on the porch and we thought of the whole Yellow Pages thing and all that, and doing the 7-on-7 and the All-Star, it was either between 7-on-7 or a spring league. We don't see the benefit in the spring league.
Right.
You know what I mean? Having the kids going through that contact all year round. You know what I mean? Because if they're a decent kid at 8U, most likely they're going to be playing spring ball all the way up to 13U, just like they will with fall ball.
Right.
That's a lot of football for a kid before he even gets to high school. You know what I mean? But
And
keep
to
him
each his
active.
own, but I didn't let my boys play spring ball at all.
Yeah,
And then you got the you know, always the anytime you step on a football field, whether it's fall or spring, you have that injury effect. And everybody, the fall is the important football season. So you get hurt and you can't play in the fall, you sitting there looking like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I mean, you can get hurt in
That's what he's
7-on-7.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
he's saying. But
man, we just had a kid tear his ACL in our 18U and me going into a senior year. You know what I mean?
Tough situation.
You know what I mean?
And that kid was a dog.
That shit,
Super
and
dog.
that's just a
Super
heartbreaker, man. You
Yeah.
can get hurt walking down the street. You know what I mean? So it's and if you talk to anybody, bro, that's played at a higher level, to be honest with you,
I agree, Corey.
when you talk to people that played at a higher level that understands the contact and the hits, how that shit adds up, like people don't really understand it. They think that these kids aren't machines. Every hit they take is click. That's another click. People don't really realize that. Oh, they're kids, man. No, this football is not natural. This is not a natural thing. They're getting into a car accident every time you step on a football field. You want to limit that, so you want to make sure those kids are getting the proper training, getting the proper eating right, working out, doing the right things that they supposed to do to get ready for the fall. But beating your body up in the spring, that's not really getting ready for the fall season for me. You know what I'm saying? But they do it all over the country. A lot of people I know that have kids that play at a higher level stay away from it, stay away from the spring ball, stay away from too much contact. And that's just the way I've been going. I've even thought about Carter doing spring this year, to be honest with you. And I was like, I originally was going to let him do it. I was like, nah, he just wound off. He going to do flag.
Can I get him for battle on the beach?
Yeah, you got a team. You can rock.
Yeah, let me get it.
Just
Well,
don't make sure you don't got that nasty ass chain on. Y'all should see this shit in person. Filthy. Filthy.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out. I'm gonna give a special shout out to my another one of my players got a couple of college D1 offers this week. All right, shout out to my boy Karan. He got Syracuse, Missouri, and Penn State. I think just yesterday, man. Give him a round of applause, man. Give him a round of applause.
Shout out to Karan.
Shout out to Karan, man.
Good job, good brother.
Hasn't stepped foot on the high school football field, man. Got 3 D1 offers. That's a second kid off of our team that received a D1 offer in 8th grade.
Facts.
This lets us know, man, we doing things the right way, man. We doing things the right way around here. And you don't gotta go do and think you gotta be doing a whole bunch of extra shit to be seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just do the right things, man. What Karan has been doing is working. You know what I'm saying? It's not about going to Florida or not going. If that's your goal, that's what you want to do, go do that and go be successful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nothing is better than working and putting in that work and grinding and doing the things that you need to do to become a better football player.
And then seeing the results afterwards.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Greg, give me a player on your roster now that's not a household name, but when this kid gets to high school and his development is towards the end, that jump you really expect for him to propel himself somewhere far.
I got Perry Jenkins.
That mother.
Perry Jenkins. When Perry
In what position does he play?
man, he's an athlete. He played defensive end right now.
This is the kid from the Defford Rec Center. I walked in there one day, sat down. They was playing before. He was so fast, he couldn't slow down enough to make a layup off the backboard off the fast break.
That's him.
Yeah,
He couldn't slow himself down. He was just too fast.
he has the middle school record at Defford for the fastest 100 meters, and he broke that as a 7th grader. He don't go to Defford this year. He go to school. He went to Defford Middle School last year. This year, his mom actually teaches in Camden, so I think he goes to the school. His mom teaches at. I'm not completely
What up,
100% sure there, but
What up, Q?
he ran 11.3 as a 7th grader. He ran 11.3 as a 7th grader last year, but that kid is so powerful. But like when he puts this is only his
Wait.
second year.
11.3 and 100 as a 7th grader.
Yeah. Yep. Got the school record. And when he puts it all together, this was his second year. His first year, he played at Whitman Park. Yes, I signed a waiver for him. This year, he played in Defford. And he's only been playing football for 2 years. And when I tell you, when it clicked for this kid,
Bro,
people in trouble.
ho. You sure, bro?
Positive.
11.3, 10.8 is like a national record.
Positive.
11.3.
10 ain't no national
ain't
record.
from positives running
I'm
10-7
saying this like,
Mr. Streeter, great job. 10-7.
but even
Uh-huh.
still, 10.7, 11.3, 7th grade.
Bro,
I got to see this kid live. And he's going to Defford High this year.
Nah, he's not going to Defford High School. I don't know what high school he's going to. I think he's going to Camden High, actually.
Where all these kids on this 14 you going to school at?
On my 14U?
Man, where they all going?
Man, I don't know.
I'm not going. If Keon decide to reclass, I'm not going to a single Tri-County game. And him the fuck out of here. Not a single
The
one.
average
yo.
of their games is going to be about 38 points. That's their margin point.
Not
margin.
even, bro.
Yo, I got one.
38
Oh.
points.
I got one, but he's moving up from 12.
Oh,
CJ.
he a household name, though.
Yeah,
He's
he a
a-
household
I'm
name.
just
Nah,
I'm
everybody
just
knows
seeing
CJ,
that though.
though.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Everybody knows
Yeah,
CJ.
he a household name.
I'm just seeing
He
that.
said somebody's not a household name.
Oh,
Shit,
okay.
CJ a house that shit. He been a dog shit since he was 7. Yeah,
He's a dog, yo.
but yeah, Perry. You know, watch out for Perry Jenkins, man.
Yeah, I'm coaching him now, man. That kid.
You gotta see an explosion off the ball. He just
Yep.
got to understand the game of football a little more.
Coachable too. That's what's good about him. Yo, Q got a message for y'all.
Man, I see him, man.
It's
Get the
right
fuck
there.
outta
It's
here,
right
Q.
there.
Where you at, Q?
Where you at?
I'm,
Talking about you.
I'm in your hood, Q.
Oh, Toronto. Look,
I'm in the wood.
that's the record books right there.
Something that Vera never seen before.
That's because I was out. Never mind.
That's everybody's excuse.
Shit.
Just
Yeah, he ran 11.3, man. I said, shit, I was running that in high school.
mm.
You wasn't that fast.
Shit, I was pretty fat. When I wanted to be.
Sky.
I seen it live.
Right.
He wasn't that fast. He just got away a couple times.
Barry
Shit.
said he run AAU track.
Mm.
I had to explain my story the other day, Red,
Whatever.
when you ran me over.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Nasty.
He
That shit
said,
was
I'm
funny.
on that Don Julio acting a fool.
Man, this nigga, where you at? Motherfucker? You terrible, man. We gotta make a new song. Get him the fuck off the song. You know what? You know where he at? You know probably where he was at? On Live with Cotty. That nigga's the most backstabbing this motherfucker.
Oh,
in
you
South
talking about
Jersey.
backstab? Yeah,
Oh, the nigga's terrible,
He
man.
on every live. With
Oh,
Kyle.
this nigga's
He on
terrible.
What, he got a
bro.
show? Carter got a show going on tonight.
I don't know, but that
nah,
this
Q be on
this
every
nigga
live,
Q
bro.
terrible, bro. This nigga's
Every
terrible,
live.
man. Don't trust him.
Q, it's gonna be a rough weekend for y'all out there this weekend.
Man, I can't believe you believe this shit that's coming out your mouth.
What? Y'all gonna be shocked.
Nah,
Yellow Page is about to shock the world,
Nah.
Craig.
I mean, he got to sell the fight, but
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you hear it. Now that your
He ain't
son's
got a
on
shot in hell.
slime, now
listen.
he got
If
a
my
shot
son,
in
if my
hell.
son was just over there, if he was just a piece, just was on the team, but he balling. Whoever you seen 2 years
if your
ago,
son was on
and
if your
whoever
son was
you
on the
seen
yellow
now-
pages, then you would be saying we gonna win the games. Like I said, you just saying it because
No,
that's society.
I wouldn't.
Oh, stop it.
I wouldn't.
Stop it. You sell the moose. You
I
sell
wouldn't.
you sell the moose sauce.
He said Vera was on every live since 7 a.m.
Hey, listen, man. Promotion free. It's all for free promotion.
Man, can we
Who
get
that, Dwayne?
can we get the way too early front runners in Tri-County right
Way too early.
Way
I
too
don't like the Kingsway disrespect on 10U. I really don't.
Hey man,
Let's start there.
they
10U Kingsway.
They getting
You
older,
damn
man.
near, you can damn near get them boys the trophy.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. Deford
Who fucking with Kingsway on 10U?
got something brewing over there.
Bro, you're gonna need more than Carter, bro.
No man, shit. Carter was one of the
He's a
young
pup.
boys.
Yeah, he's the pup.
They got hey man, they got some dogs over there. Man. You got Rip, you got
Lil Santiago.
you got Lil Santiago, you got BJ. Man, listen.
Bro, I was walking by the other day and this girl was like, "Oh my God, look at them. They're so cute." Next thing I know, I see Bebe with his hands up in the air like this, like, "You're not supposed to throw the ball over there, son." Man, get the people the fuck out of here, man.
He said,
Get-
George, don't bring my name in
Get the
Cornhole
people the
again.
fuck out of
Y'all
here,
want a
man. Them people ain't
handicap
beat no
match."
fucking Kingsway. They not beat no fucking Kingsway.
And
They crazy.
bro,
The only thing handicapped was y'all players. I don't want to hear none of that. Y'all
Listen.
lost.
And
the borough.
let me tell you this. If Kingsway and them are not the favorite on 10s, Kevin them got to be the favorite.
why would why? I mean, they should have a good team. Woodman Park name should definitely be in the hat. I think Woodman Park, Kingsway, Defford. Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Millville's gonna be
Yeah.
tough. Millville,
10s?
yes.
Yeah.
How about Burston?
Burston should be tough as well.
At that boxers level?
Yeah, Burston should be really tough.
But isn't Millwell going to be young on 10s this year?
No, they were young on 10s
That's
last
why.
year.
Hey,
They still
Vera,
beat Defford?
Huh? Yeah.
Veer, they said scout the knee sack. You got a horrible scouting report on Tri-County.
Millville, they beat Defford, but Defford's best player didn't play. Remember, he had a
Yeah,
concussion.
I remember that. He was out.
And
That play they ran right before halftime was terrible. Disgusting.
oh yeah.
Disgusting.
see, that's why you should be in. That's why you should be in Tri-County. The 10's gonna be bumped.
Disgusting.
10's gonna be bumped.
But I think that 10U level will be very exciting. But who you got for your front runner? Oh, you're way too early. Championship prediction for the 10U. We'll do it like this. Who you think could be in a championship game? Just a prediction.
On 10U,
Yeah.
does that GT team come back?
Nah, they were
They were
had a lot-
older?
They were older, yeah.
All right. Way too early.
Who was
I say Millville.
Mhm.
I want to see Millville and Defford.
Millville, Defford. What you got?
That's
got,
what I
George?
want to see.
Me Kingsway.
Who you think might be playing in the chip?
Defford.
Kingsway, Defford.
what's that team that was down there in the national that had all them teams go 8-0?
Q got Whitman and Defford.
Mays Landon.
Mays Landon. Do they move up this year?
Yes.
Oh, they going to American.
Might lose him after this year.
Huh?
Mm.
Q said Whitman versus Defford.
Yeah.
Does that running back that was
Hold on. Is the Kev got the 10s, right?
Yeah. So his team is moving up, right?
Yeah,
and-
his team, but he get those couple of pieces last year that was
That was
They-
there.
that was
they
there
got,
from last year. They had some
Who
9-year-olds
the
that was
10
halfway
includes for
decent.
Defford?
They got Bebe, Rip, AJ, John,
6-2.
Al's on the staff.
Yeah.
Al 5-3.
Let me
fucked
let me get Whitman and Kingsway. Let me get Whitman and Kingsway.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, what that mean? What you got? You keep asking who's your too early
No.
prediction?
Me Whitman and Kingsway.
Does that who was that? Was he number 3 or number 2? That running back that was on Woodbury 10s last year. The
They
kid
move
he-
up.
No, that whole team moves up.
That team move up.
They said Mays Landon should be in West Jersey.
Man, I'm gonna go Defford. I'm gonna go Defford and I'm gonna go Defford versus Millville.
A lot of somebody, Marcus Sampson, just said the same shit.
I'm gonna
If
go Defford. and
Millville was young last year, I'm gonna have to go.
That one running back from Millville,
Yeah,
big boy with the dreads. How's his name? Ain't got no more candy.
It's gonna be Kingsway and somebody else. Yo, bro, he got a 24.
Yo, bro.
Oh, come on, son. Let me get some of that.
Yo, he got a
They're
24
old.
pack
They're not
right
mine.
there, man. He got a 24
That's
pack
old
right
stuff.
down there.
He said a 24.
Nah, for real.
That's wild. Let me get some.
They're
24
old,
pack
bro.
down there, man.
That's old stuff.
And he got the Arables down there too.
How about
What about that 8U? 8U way too early.
Yeah, that's
That's nasty.
Nasty. Now I'm gonna go. You gotta go Millville there.
Why would you gotta go Millville there? Because they're Pee-wees last year?
Yeah. I think though that 7U Pee Wee team was incredible.
The top Pee-wee teams, we can go from that's moving up. You had Defford and Millville were in the championship. GT was really good. Woodbury had a good Pee-wee team.
I keep them.
I think they were the top. They were the top Pee-wee teams coming up. I don't know if that kid from Monroe staying in Monroe, but if he's staying in Monroe, him alone.
if Rye stay in Monroe. Yo, Mike just said
somebody
that.
just said that.
He
Oh,
literally
shit.
He literally just said that shit.
Oh, it's not showing up on my thing. Yeah, if that kid stays in Monroe, Monroe has to be. An 8U level, one kid can do that. Like,
Right.
Give me Defford and Monroe.
Wasn't Glassboro really good on the freshmen last year?
Thanks.
I know Defford going to be young. But with a couple pieces that we got coming in, pause. I think I would say I would Millville got to be in the mix. If Monroe, I would go Monroe, Millville.
Monroe,
Right now.
Millville. But again, with Mays Landing moving up, bro,
I'm not putting Mays Landing in that
bro.
one.
They gotta show us.
You
Bro, they
can't
almost
move
put
somebody
4
up
teams
and
in
go.
the
You can't move somebody up and put them directly in for the front runner of the American Division.
They gotta earn that
Championship.
shit.
Can't happen.
12U.
And the only reason GT did it because they got all them extra kids added on from those certain situations. With
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? With the tenure situation. So
Right.
Mm.
that
Those
wasn't
kids was real
unseen.
close to being in Defford. If I was that 10U coach, they'd have been in Defford.
Yo, Rip, if you want, Ant, if you want, I got that shirt for you still.
Yo, 12U. Who y'all got as the front runners? Early championship
Salem.
game prediction.
Salem.
It don't matter.
I'm going with my bro.
Give me Salem Woodbury.
I'm going with Q and Salem.
Give me Salem Woodbury.
Because
It's
remember,
gonna be a rematch from the other time.
there's a possibility they could meet up because the schedules are going to be random.
That 10U running back from last year moving up is going to be the best player on 12U for the next 2 years.
That's it.
From Woodbury?
From Woodbury.
Which one?
And you running back,
Matt
10U
Matt's son?
Matt Bowens.
I gotta look at his number
You
again.
mean number 2?
I think he was number 2. Bro, this kid was incredible.
Johnson.
Bro.
That's
Number 2 is the light skin, the taller boy. Ain't it?
yeah, Jace. You know
Yeah.
Jace, right?
Yeah.
He was the
That's his
feature-
little brother.
He was the feature back last year.
Oh, you talking about Matt's son? The light skin one?
Matt Bowens.
I don't know. I just know him just by the number. But I think his last name was
Oh, well, that's Matt's son.
yeah, this kid was incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
we gonna see him on the TYP field this week against Line.
Yeah. Well, shout out to little cousin, man. He got a lot of red
Nah.
zone running back training. If you want some running back training, man,
It's
holla at
fine.
red zone running back training. We'll be starting here shortly. But I like fuck Q. Since he a backstabbing ass nigga, he be liking Cotty posting shit. I'm gonna go Salem and Woodbury. Nah, I got give me Salem and Deptford.
Why you and Q be beefing so much? Is that like
I don't
Is that
be-
like a Harvey thing?
No.
y'all
Yo, bro,
be
that-
doing that.
that-
I'm a loyal person.
That Salem Woodbury
I'm a
matchup
very
is gonna be crazy.
I'm a
next year.
very I'm a very loyal person. This nigga though, I don't know about him. Don't know. Last time he was supposed to be here on the podcast, nigga said that nigga Q live with Cotty right now. This is the backstabbing shit a nigga do, bro. That nigga, he different, bro. He a different breed, man.
So did Tri-County, I know you guys made a switch. Did you guys go back to now anybody can play anybody
No.
regardless what the North and South is now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You just American though. No American.
Versus
Crossover
national. Yeah,
national.
it's just straight.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. But now anybody can play
Yeah,
anybody. There's
anybody.
no more now North and South.
Nope. Top 8 teams make it.
That changes everything.
Top 8 teams make it.
That changes everything.
What's up, Mr. Nisak? What you think about over there?
Who you got on 12U, man? You ain't said nothing. yet.
I'm gonna have to go with Woodbury. I'm gonna have to go with Woodbury Salem. I gotta go Woodbury Salem. Give me those two. I just think that
We're
Woodbury
not
team-
talking about the 14U. There's no reason we're not doing that.
Nah, we gotta talk
Who you
about
think
the
gonna be second and third?
Deptford and Willenboro.
Nah, from what they were saying on the live, they said that now that ninth graders can play, it's gonna be tougher for us to win a championship.
Ninth graders played last year.
I mean, that's just
Who
the
said
same
that?
kid. That's the same kids we beat last year.
How many of those kids from that Woodbury team go to high school next year?
From that
And
Woodbury, team?
Woodbury, almost all of them.
Shit, all of them.
All of them from that 12U team last year?
Oh, the 12U. We thought you were talking about 14.
No, from that 12U team, how many of those kids go to high school?
The running back.
Number 8?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tyro, you want to see
yeah.
a little bit of him this weekend too? Against y'all?
I already know.
Yeah,
14U, the
up.
one-hand interception.
That's
crazy.
cool. I love Tyro too, but
Mhm,
that's nothing. We see that shit on the regular.
mhm.
Is
We gonna
is
see.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know, George, and I'm letting everybody out there, all the viewers, bro. You are not scaring us, dog.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
is Linda
You think
Ball-
you 3 slime motherfuckers in here scaring me
Nah,
right now? I'm looking
hell
at all
no.
3 of y'all
But
in
you
your
the one
eyes
keep
right now.
You keep bringing it up though.
Yup.
You a little nervous.
Yup. Looking at all y'all in your eyes right
is
now.
Linda Ball down there in the B group?
Lindenwood is
Lindenwood.
national.
Lindenwold at the kiddie table.
Why are you
man.
calling it the B group here?
I think that
ABC.
I think that Linda Wall 14U would have been the team that could have competed for a championship.
Stop
Could have
it.
had been. I'm not
Nah,
talking about bro.
man.
That 14U team would.
Q
sure.
said Salem didn't score a touchdown on him all year last year. We on drugs.
How many pieces you got left over from that team, Q? Crickets.
JT on now.
Crickets.
JT funny. Too early.
Damn, who was that? All right, so clearly Defford's number 1. So who would be a clear number 2?
Deptford B. The B team.
Who would
Yeah.
be a clear number 2?
Let me ask you this, right? Let's just say if you put your solid squad, you know what I mean, in another position to play. What do you think that other squad would do in the 14U level?
What do you mean? Like my B team, my JV team?
If you want to call that for the 14U.
I don't know.
But you-
I don't know. I don't got.
But you might even have some kids that reclass that's on the bench.
I gotta see what I don't even know what my team looks like right now. To be honest with you, I know our core guys that we got that's coming back reclassing, but I honestly don't know what my team looks like right now.
Yeah, but the problem is though, everybody swear you got a whole team coming back. You got 5, 6, 7 kids reclassing, bro. It's those numbers aren't as
So I got
Are
some
you a
kids
different
coming-
organization now too?
I got some
no.
kids.
I just know the kids.
I got some
And
kids
talk- and
coming
talking
back.
It's some kids. It's some kids on his roster. I know one kid on his roster for sure that should be reclassing. I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he for sure should be reclassing. And the mom just not with it. But dad he with that action. What can you do? Is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Red lose some pieces this year, bro. Red for sure loses some pieces this year.
I mean, we got our core. It's gonna be tough to compete with us, but like we don't have many linemen reclassing. So we're gonna see.
Woodbury 14, you might be all right.
Fuck no.
Trash.
Fuck no. Woodbury 14.
No comment.
They ain't about to make. So that's not even no hating shit.
Yellow Pig
Yeah,
versus
right.
Tri-County 14.
That's not even no hating shit. But
Parents was messaging me like, can we come to Defford since not the coach? I swear to God. It was a parent that played in Defford before though. But she said some shit I ain't like, so she gonna ask me, am I gonna show favoritism like I did the last time she played in Defford? I said,
so who's who's in the American this year?
everybody that was an American last year.
Oh, nobody got moved up or
Mays
down?
Landing gonna move up.
Mays
So
Landing
who
moving
goes
up.
So we
RV.
losing-
I think
we losing
RV would have been
RV, yeah.
RV would have been moving down, I believe.
We
Yeah.
want Sterling to move up.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, man, get Ben in there.
Nah,
That's
without
all
that
Ben want to
14,
do.
man, all Ben kids with the high school this year.
Who in the A division in NESAC? What team is over there?
West Philly.
Q said he coaching Woodbury 14U.
How you in the league and you're the
Uncle
one
Nate,
team?
you on the clock.
Man, fuck you.
I mean, the bros did their homework, man. It is with some line up in front of me. I'm for sure going to do homework.
That should be it.
roll around, but I'm
Yeah,
spring.
Winslow Eagles in American.
I'm in the spring.
Winslow Eagles
That's
is in
right.
America. It should be an interesting season, especially
You
for
know
that
what?
8U to I think every level but the 14U. 14U. I'm just interested to see what shakes into the 14, like what team. Somebody gonna be able to come up
Right,
with a team.
right.
So somebody building something right now to try to give us a run. Who the fuck is what?
Bristol War
Bristol
Dogs.
War Dogs.
What do you guys think about Brandon Lane's 11U team? You think they'd be able to come compete in Tri-County on 12s next year?
Or as he the national? That's the one with the national. team?
No. Yeah, well, yeah, he was. He did have a national.
They were in the yellow pages. Ask
They were in
George.
the yellow pages, but
No,
I thought that team was halfway decent.
they didn't even win our league championship.
Yeah, but the Elite Boys, if the Elite Boys was
They
on
didn't play the Elite Boys. They played the Newcastle Jags.
stinks
Together.
think fast. If the Elite Boys was in on 12s this year, do you think that they'd be able to compete for a 12U
This nigga Q
championship?
said
Yeah.
stinks.
He drinking.
Yes, nigga Q.
With the
crazy.
with that roster that they got
Oh,
now,
say that again, Vera.
with that roster that the Elite Boys got now, do you think that they'd be able to compete on 12s with that 11U roster?
With their 11U roster, could the Elite Boys compete on 12s in Tri-County? Yes, they'll be competitive. I'm not saying that they will win the championship, but they
Mind
will
you, they
compete.
just added.
I know who they will compete.
They took a piece from me. They got number 15 from Bordentown.
I know who they got.
Listen. So
I know
now
who they
that
got.
that completely changes
all that
the
shit you talked
dynamic
on,
of their
all that
offensive
stuff
line.
you talked on live and all that, deader than the water. He over there.
That's because you coming in here
I
with
think-
nasty ass chains on. That's why I be
think-
talking like that.
I think that they could compete. I think that they could compete. I think they have
You
a
better make sure you give me one
similar
of them chains,
talented
too.
team
That shit
that
better be in the middle.
my
too,
team
'cause
was as a young year. We always competed as a young age in Tri-County when I had the team when our teams was young. So I think they have a similar
Mhm.
type style of team that we had with the talent that they have across the board. So I think they could definitely compete.
I feel like
I think that made our kids way better though.
We're gonna see them this
Like-
weekend too, Harm Elite. They're gonna be out there.
I feel like if the Elite
Harm
Boys was
Elite
in
12,
Tri-County on 12s, they would have
they
the best
14s
left
coming?
tackle and the best quarterback that's
Younger
out.
boys.
Oh, okay.
What is
Yeah.
it, 10s or 12s?
They 10s.
And yeah, they're going.
But I think for real, like I think our kids needed those younger those years on the younger ages. That shit definitely built character. Like I think them going through the ringer those years they were young when they were 8 playing 9 and then 10 playing 11 and And when we got to that this year versus Woodbury and playing versus the older kids, those kids wanted that championship so fucking bad to be able to say they won a championship on their first year. Like all the beat Monroe. Those Monroe kids beat them when we were a younger year, and then some of those kids that was on Woodbury, beat them when they were in Lindenwold that year. So it was a lot of get back. It was like those kids took that shit personal. So I think those years of losing actually built character and made those kids want it even more.
Coach O, you win the championship on 14U this year.
Yo, Frank.
Do you focus on high school or do you take them kids out of town and go to Florida?
No, my focus is always high school. The Florida call is the parents.
That's something that should be spoken about
Yeah.
prior to the season.
Well, that's the thing. My first year, the year I won it, it wasn't my call not to go. We had the plan set. When the parents hit me up saying we're not going, I have to deliver that message, but that ain't my call. That's just the way it was.
How much of that information can you divulge now, with it being 2 years later? Because we still don't understand that.
No, it was just simple. It was
what happened?
No, it was some parents they didn't like the way the offense was going. They didn't like the way Coach E was doing certain things, like with the offense. And the phone calls I got, text messages from parents like, nah, we not going down there playing with that.
Yeah, I really heard y'all had Neo left, Neo right. That's what I heard.
Nah, it wasn't. Nah,
listen.
It was.
That's
It
what they
was.
told me.
It was more. Nah, I didn't see it like that. It was, to me, was run Neo to the strong side of the line, run Jay Nelson to the weaker side of the line. So Jay was like more like, it wasn't coming as easy it was for Neo. Because Jay, you know me, I'm gonna say this now. Jay wanted to quit that year. He told me straight up, he's like, I don't want to play no more because this shit ain't fair. So I use it to my advantage and just, like, listen, use this shit as adversity, become a better back dealing with, adversity early in your run situations. And as that year progressed, man, as it progressed, he became like, I got slow motion videos of him making moves fresh off a jump cut. Soon as he like, 30% hurdle, soon as his feet touched the ground, he was on to the next move. Like, he became better. And I kind of like helped him mentally with like, bro, you're not gonna score a touchdown every time. So this will help your team and shit like that. So that's what was going on. I did get in a little back and forth with him, with the coach about TJ. I said TJ's a wide receiver. He told me I was fucking crazy. He said TJ's a wing guy and all this shit. Look, TJ
so
now.
With, here's my question for you.
Mhm.
How did it feel letting me win the championship?
Oh man.
Unbelievable.
So
like what game? Tell the people the game plan we had that you was going to throw the season.
It starts with the
last.
podcast. Yo, my own people, man. That's crazy, bro.
No,
It started with the
game, bro.
podcast, and then I just couldn't, because you're my boy, I didn't know how to coach.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the overall game plan. You did a Jedi mind trick on me. So I'm at it's your fault then.
So how much of not going off of what other people said on other platforms, Keanu should have been on the bench and a quarterback?
Nah.
Should have started.
So this is how it was, right? The kid came in, he did his job as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a realist. I'm not gonna sit. The kid did some good things and he did some bad things. But when Keanu became available, I actually said, listen, both of y'all gonna get reps, and I'm gonna pick from there. From that moment on, the kid didn't produce. Didn't show me he wanted it. So I'm going with Keanu. the argument we were having, the conversation we were having as a staff was they understand where I'm coming from, but then Cotty was like, nah, but I can do things with him. The kid wasn't ready. That's my assessment as a coach.
You ain't got a chance in hell beating us with that kid at quarterback.
Man, listen,
I'm telling
I
you.
was
Nothing against the kid. Keanu's exceptional talent. The throws that he makes, a lot of them kids that on that level cannot make.
you know what I didn't like when it came to Keanu was Cotty let his personal feelings to that kid really cloud his judgment about who should really be playing quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's I think that was the
that was your fault for having this nigga on the coaching staff. And
that's
I fucking
true.
told you that.
You was an
fucking true.
assistant linebackers coach, nigga. What was you doing on that staff?
I
What
told
was-
you.
what
I
was
told
the
you.
role?
Huh?
What was his role?
His role was help on the line.
It wasn't the line. He was help on the line.
No, well, I was doing the line because one of my coaches moved down to 10U, and that was his role. So I'm like, I got the line, then I got to coach the offense. And let me make something clear to everybody. I don't consider myself as a guru coach. You know what I mean? Like, I don't sit there and be like, I got this shit. I need help. Now, I'm still learning as a coach. You know, Q gave me the head coach. He vouched for me. I came and I was an assistant. I didn't come to Woodbury and I'm this. That was my first time coaching. So I was still learning. So when, you know, it was presented to me like, yo, he could help the line. He don't want no trouble. I mean, that's all right. Well, I need help on the line. That's what we did. And it was all good. And then I'm telling
How
you.
does initial conversation go? Because 2 days ago, he said on the live that you saw him out.
Nah,
So
see,
did
he's fucking lying.
Did he just show up at practice one day? Was a phone call made? How did this
Nah.
happen?
Every scrimmage I went to, this nigga was sitting there staring, eating glizzies, staring at.
Was he allowed to make a substitution?
Every scrimmage?
What happened?
Yo, every
Was he
scrimmage I
allowed
went to,
make a
this
substitution?
nigga was stalking. This nigga was stalking 18, right?
Could he say,
this
Jeff,
nigga
go
was-
in for the left tackle?
This
Get him out of
nigga-
there. Could
This
he do
nigga
that?
was stalking their team,
No.
Could have, but he didn't.
right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then somebody called me like, yo, this nigga put Cotty on the staff.
It was brought to my attention.
I called this nigga. I said, I know the fuck
Fuck
you
you
ain't
did.
just put this nigga on your staff. He said, yeah, bro, he about the kids, bro. He all in it for the kids. I said, man, you a fucking idiot. When the shit gonna hit the fan, bro, you gonna see a nigga true colors. He like, nah, bro, he really in it for the kids. Months later, here we are. Come on, man.
You right. What the fuck? Ain't nothing else I can say. That shit it came true, bro. Came true. Now I don't.
I appreciate you. Don't get it fucked up. God ain't gonna never let no hating ass nigga beat me. God ain't gonna do it.
Very, you mighty quiet over there.
God know.
I
God
already got
know.
nothing to say, man. That's Tri-County business. I ain't got
Man,
too
get the
much.
fuck
Oh,
out of
now
you.
it's
Asking the
Tri-County.
questions.
Now it's
Now it's
Tri-County
Tri-County.
business.
Frank,
Oh.
Frank
I'm not
said,
serious.
Frank said, stop lying. You know Cotty ran the team.
Yo, Frank, stupid. Hey, Frank, man, I appreciate you, good brother. I don't think I had a chance to say it out, man. I know you was advocating for us, you know what I mean, to get into the league, man. Appreciate you for everything that you did, man. Maybe in the future, the good brothers do some business with the league, but as
Sound like
far
you
as
writing a
right
sad
now-
Yo,
story
somebody
right
said
now.
Terrence said I
Play the violin.
shouldn't have had the podcast.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
I to this day I still don't understand people's logic.
So
Like,
you
what-
would
like
have
we
a
were
podcast
sitting
Wait,
here.
wait, what do you
Yeah.
mean? Y'all had a podcast the week of?
Yeah.
Yes. The Wednesday. We played Saturday. We had a podcast Wednesday.
Them numbers probably was going crazy that day.
Bro, it was the first of all, it's the perfect time to have a
Have a
podcast.
podcast.
If you trying to
we
build
had
something,
Kev.
right?
We had Kev,
We had Kev here.
Q, and us two. All teams, all
If-
coaches in the championship.
If you trying to build something, you trying to build a fan base and trying to get viewers, why not do a podcast when you about to play each other in the championship game, right? Bring another coach that's in the championship game that you know gonna talk shit on
And
you know what I mean?
check
And
this
make
out.
and make it
This is the
fun.
crazy part. We talked shit before we went on air. So when we got there, we said our little 1-2s, and that was it. We're not really going to talk about 14U level. He gonna win, I'm gonna win. That's how we went about it. The excitement was Kev talking about Andy.
Right.
That was the excitement of the show.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so when I'm hearing like he got all buddy on the show, that shit didn't make no sense to me.
Yo, Andy, man, come on over to DPU, man.
I wish I can cut this nigga like alive right now. Cut his mic
Listen,
off.
Kev was over here talking crazy. He
Yo,
ain't
man, it's
hold
about to
him
be
down.
midnight, man. Let's get the
None
fuck
of
out
that
of
good
here.
shit.
Yeah, man. It's,
Time is it?
it's 12 o'clock, man.
Damn.
I got work in the morning,
Get the
man.
fuck out of here.
Going over red.
Yeah, nah, tomorrow.
Man.
It's been real though,
Yo.
man. We be back next week
Next
with a
week.
recap of what we just whooped everybody ass in the yellow pages.
And George ain't gonna want to be on that show.
I'm
so.
coming right back on the show and talking my shit.
Man, holla at y'all.
All right, y'all.
Press, catch you in that red zone and then on my cue. Coach O draw off the play and we gon' slide through. Slime you, get you stepped over like Ty Lue. It don't matter if you 6'9" or you 5'2". Throwing them pads, put on the cleats, foot in the dirt, slip on the gloves, yelling out straps, ain't nothing sweet. You can get hurt out in the field, ride for the team, grass of the streets, even on turf, snapping on 3, throwing them dots, see the technique, putting in work. Hail Mary, feeling something like I'm pop. If it ain't us, then you nothing but a eye. Tri-County, man, we coming for your slide. High bounty, put 100 on your top. We seen crime, seen drugs, seen murder, seen guns, seen death, seen jail, seen further. This game done saved some lives. We certain, we grind, we hustle, we moving, we working.